found tomorrow. Tell the city that we're not coming home tonight. We're in slow motion when you hold me. Nothing seems to move. Roll with the ocean.
Baseball blackout.
Blackout.
Welcome to week number 5 of ESU. It's me, your host with the worst hairdo and the biggest forehead, Suko Video. I'm back from Singapore. I'm back over the flu, and I've only got a slight little cough, but we're about to get back into week number 5 of ESU. I've Gotta say, I've missed the game with my absence, and I'm interested to see how some of these guys perform tonight. Looking at the leaderboard at the moment, we can see Team Flying High with Blackout and Snapshot and Loons currently in, pardon me, currently in first place. The Dream Team, consisting of Zoid and V1793 and Shero, currently in second. And for third place, we got Suffering Will Be Legendary. That's Pat San and Scorp. The RM, I think it is. Hopefully, I don't butcher that too much. I'm just checking my little notification underneath my webcam that says, Suko, are you muted? As it has been a bit of a trait for me here in the ESU to be coming on board with a muted mic. But without further ado, we're going to jump on board, have a look at the map, and going to get rid of some of this music here and drop the in-game webcam, and we'll see where these guys go for their first drop. So I'll bring back the in-game sound as well, and I might also throw on the in-game chat, just in case there is a little bit of trolling going on today. I'll try and move our our cam out a little bit as we go over EJ intersection above the shooting range. You can see Spaghetti moving out already to the east side. Nick J, Kaysun and DGNZ heading towards Severny area, with Archer and Chillville now moving up just slightly to the south of Spaghetti's current location. Looks like a pretty uniform pattern as everyone's coming down from north to south in the plain. Genghis Kanye West still on board as he goes over Sosnovka Military Island right now, and a couple of other guys still on board there as well. So we can see Cozy and Edge, Blackout, Genghis Kanye West. Let's see if any of these guys have landed early. We're on board with Nick 101 right here, as he's inside on the east of the Severny village area. Not like he's got too much to worry about in his current vicinity. Him and Kaysun holding up nicely on the eastern side. And as far as things go for Severny, they're looking pretty good. Looks like Kaysun's already found himself a AKM, if I'm not mistaken. He's got an AK and also a SCAR, so he might pass that back on to his teammate there, Nick 101. Having a look at some of the other boys here, we can see Archer moving up with I Love Spaghetti just over the top of, is it Stalba, if I don't butcher the name? Stalba, that's correct. You can see Chillville and Spaghetti already in the ruins themselves. Jump back out here in third person view, just have a bit of a look around. Looks like Chillville's found himself a helmet. We can hear a couple of shots popping off right now, trying to figure out where they're actually coming from. Sounds like it could be Nick. Not sure why I'm hearing shots, because I don't see anybody else in the immediate vicinity, unless it's Spaghetti actually popping off at Archer. Yeah, it looks like it is. Spaghetti's range right here is about 500 meters and increasing as he's shooting to the east with a revolver. Doesn't look like too much is going to get done. Let's just have a look at Archer, see if he's sustained any damage. No, he hasn't. So Archer's going to keep moving his way out towards Kameshki. That's a new name tab added there. Let's have a look at some of the other boys, maybe towards Georgia Pole. We can see God69, if I can get on board with him, and JCW42. Looking at Vulcanuz as well. Down in Yasnaya. I might move back up to Kaysun, and looks like he's got himself an over-under shoddy as well. Not much going on. See Shero and Zoid in very close proximity to Gatka, where Patsan's actually landing in at the moment. And Testroy, he's lit up red as if something's happening, but it doesn't. It's a bit uneventful. These flashing lights that I can see here is indicating that there might be a little bit of contact, but it might just have to do with people jumping off roofs and whatnot. So at the moment, still not too much happening, but we see Somatic, Cozy, Genghis Kanye West, very close proximity to one another right now. Unfortunately, guys, as I select these individuals, it is going to be putting them in a first person. I will try and get in a third person when they are in tight spaces, just to give you a better indication of their actual perspectives in those respective perspectives, so to say. So Genghis Kanye West and his teammate Jopi moving up. Is it Exopi? Jopi? I remember someone correcting me about this last time I cast it. I'm just going to call him Jopi. Moving away from Somatic and Cozy at the moment. So Cozy happily looting here on the top level of the central building, so the north building of the Sosnovka military barracks. I think he has an inclination as to the direction of the two guys that are running off to the west side. Playing a little bit cautious. He's got himself a M16 in hand right now. Also looks like he has a Sega 12 on back, and a nice grenade. Level 2 vest. No, well, it could be level 1 vest, if I'm not mistaken, and level 2 helmet. So pretty nicely geared early on. You can see Blackout and also see Edge, Oz, and Champs. Close proximity to each other between the choke point and Novoprenoi. Nobody and Nyrate. Probably in the close contention with P for Potato for the current crate at the moment. Get on board with no rate here if I can select him. The odd nobody. Level 2 backpack. No shoes. No shoe strats coming into play here today. Let's have a look at this crate as it comes in right now. I think I've got my keys bound to be able to x-ray or to be able to look inside the crate. Let's see if we can get this to work here. Oh, jeez. I've got to work on my elevation controls here. See if I can get a look inside. There we go. So it's got a Groza 762 and an extended quick draw with a military vest level 3. That'll come in very handy for no rate if he goes for it. Just depending if it's going to be on a contention for P Potato. It doesn't look like it. So it's going to be wide open for the guys here in Pachinki. No contention at all. So it looks like Nairat's going to pick that one up. So good grab on that crate there. Let's just jump out and see if any other guys are in contention at the moment with any of the close by neighbors. It still doesn't look like it. These guys are sitting nice and cozy. We can see though, actually Shred Uncry, formerly Uncry, formerly of No Joke Esports, looting up at the moment inside Lipovka, which is in contention at the moment with Ghost, Kid, and Mini Gorofin. So Shred and Uncry may be working together here in some form of comms. Just have a look where these guys are placed in situation to Mini Gorofin and Uncry right now. Looks like Ghost Kid and Mini Gorofin might have eyes on these two boys here because they're playing very defensively at the moment. We'll just go back and flick to the map. Uncry slightly moving up just to the south-southwest of Ghost Kid's current position. These guys are on alert. They're on red alert right now. Uncry, also known in the PUBG OCE circuit as Unicry, the one-horned racehorse, slowly making his way up on that further south building. As Shred's now coming around on the east side, moving north. Mini Gorofin able to get eyes on if he was looking over to the northeast, but not happening quite yet. Just going to pull out and see if anyone else. Looks like Genghis Kanye West in a little bit of contact right now at half health inside one of these double reds just near the spillway. Looks like where's the closest contact to these guys? Actually, Shero. So Zoidmate's teammate actually. If I'm not mistaken, Shero running solo right now. I'm going to go back over here to Lipovka, see what Mini Gorofin's got up his sleeve. Here comes Uncry right now. Mini Gorofin got the drop. Ghost Kid, okay, switching out to his primary, so we're going to go on board. Oh, what's just happened here? We've selected the wrong character. Thank you, PUBG. Why? Back on board with Mini Gorofin. See what he's going to grab in his perspective here. He has got eyes on Uncry, or potentially eyes on... He's got eyes on Uncry right now. Uncry's going to fall here. A little bit of lag. We are on an OCE server, so we shouldn't be seeing too much of this, but it might just be things loading in close proximity. As we can see, Shred moving up from the northeast now. Just going to pull out, give eyes on Shred's location. Looks like Shred just went down as he passed to the north side breach on that very close wall. Apologies there for that camera work. I'm not sure what happened. I was trying to jump on board with Ghost Kid there, and it's just gone to the next person. Jump back on board with Kaysen up at Severny. Still holding that over-under shotgun right now. And still no contention there. So they're going to be going alright. Looks like Ola Spaghetti's got themselves a vehicle there right in the middle of Stalbert, Severny, and yeah, there's a nice location there on the outer edge of the circle. And it looks like Mini Gorofin and, pardon me, Ghost Kid are going to be able to pick up the spoils of that slight battle there. A pan, handgun, and a grenade. Grenade's always going to come in useful. Let's have a look at the weapons that these guys have got on board. So, Mini Gorofin's still rocking the Scar. I think it might be the Mini 14 if I'm not mistaken. Looks to be the Mini 14 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Mini 14 there on Ghost Kid. So, these guys got themselves a mini arsenal here. There is a vehicle in tow just to the north side of their current location, which is going to pay in very nicely enhancing these guys. You see Blackout just knocked out Chance with the M16 as Blackout moving a little bit closer. Oh, it looks like NZ Snapshot getting eyes on. Edge moving away now. Snapshot down to about 10% health. Out goes the frag here from Edge as we pull out. And he downs him. Really nice throw there. Good toss from Edge AU. Edge Oz, my apologies. Edge Oz. Looking to try and capitalize here on Blackout NZ. We're going to the free cam. Just see what's going on. Looks like Blackout is going to be using this Deathlade to his advantage as Edge comes across and he finishes them off. So nice pick up there for Edge, getting 2 on the outer edges of Nurapanui coming in from east to west. Get a payoff for them because Team Flying High, Snapshot NZ and Blackout NZ are some of the stronger players. Or sorry, NZ Snapshot, my apologies. Looks like going to be able to make up on some of those points early on against the leaders there. So well played by Edge. Looking for a little bit more action. Perhaps I Love Spaghetti and... who's I Love Spaghetti's team? I can't remember right now. It's Chillville. These guys might be able to find a little bit of contact here coming out of Severny because Kaysen and Nick are moving south. But there is a bit of a stretch between, probably about 500-600 meters at the moment. So, nah, not likely. But you can see Spaghetti eating up a couple of pills there. Nothing like Netflix and pills on a Friday night. As we see the circle starting to come in on Minigorfin and Ghost Kid as well. So not many battles going on. It's been a pretty quiet early on. Oh, Archer all by himself, far out, overextended on the northwest of the map. Just bear with me 1 second, a little bit parched. You need to fill up on some liquids. Nothing like some cooler lime-flavoured cordial when you're feeling parched while casting an ESU. Shout out to Cotty's Cordial. Please sponsor us. Patsan, 5 AM, Shero, all in the vicinity of the Gapka area of the circle, or more so the southwest side. Luke Ultra from 762 by himself, overextended outside of the circle. He does have this little buggy. Pretty buggy cars if you shoot the wheels off them. Looks like he probably would want to run around Quarry side, which, you know, in this part of the game might seem like a bad idea based on a lot of players probably wanting to utilize going by way of foot. Funny thing happened here. Luke and his team were playing in CGL 1 as part of Trident Esports. Had a good altercation with them personally from this particular building in my sights against 4 guys up there by the trees near the lighthouse. Brings back a lot of memories. So Luke Ultra, definitely someone to keep your eye on. Very strong player. Tends to finish in the top 10 in most games that they play. Haven't had the greatest season in CGL 2, but in CGL 1, these guys absolutely wrecked the division, absolutely wrecked the entirety for the finals as well. Genghis Kanye West still around the Spillway area. Oh, geez, I can't remember old mate's name. I do remember vaguely some poor bastard getting grenaded to death there. I think it might have been an ESU 1 Invitational, if I'm not mistaken. If anyone remembers whose name that is, please blow that up in the chat just to remind me who it was. Might have been, yeah, I think it was the Open Division. Extrude, NZ, and Happy No VTs in Georgia Pole. Not much contention at all. Hizzy Life and JCW God69, only about a 300-400 meter stretch between them, and also another maybe 600 to 700 stretch between Vinny. These groups are very well spread out. Mini Gorifin making their way in from Lipovka, just past the north side of prison. It's pretty uneventful. We're staring at the map at the moment, waiting for something to kick off. Looks like Nyrate moved in to Pachinki after securing that crate. So, let's have a look at what he's got on his back there. Still got that Mini 14. Sorry, he's got a Mini 14. Still got the Groza in tow. Rocking the barefoot strats. Works really well when you know, in rain, also in firefights, but doesn't make too much difference in the quiet. You can really pick up on those footsteps while there's not too much going on. But it's not going to last like that for a long time, especially in the invite division for ESU. So Matic moving slightly on the south side of the circle from east to west, running the UAZ at the moment. Let's get a bird's eye on some of these teams here. We can see Luke Ultra still very far overstretched out there on the west-southwest side of the circle. So Matic moving up towards these double low sets just under the south-southwest side as he's getting closely followed behind within about a kilometre radius of Mozart. Nyrate and the Odd Nobody still chilling around Pachinki. Beef Potato and Stylen about to come into contact. Beef Potato running solo right now. Stylen Beef Potato taking some shots, putting him down range. Car flips. Car's on its head. $33 health now. Sorry, 33 rounds. He's down to about 15% health now. He's rocking the M16 right at the moment, which is actually going to be putting out 41 damage per hit. It's bringing Traz down at... oh, jeez. Beef Potato running down to about 5% health right now. We're going to pull out just to see what's going on. Stylen rocking the grenade, ready to throw that over the Deathlade as Traz is moving up for close range perhaps. Got that micro Uzi looking like it's probably in full auto, ready to spray. Beef Potato not able to take care of that left side flank, so Traz getting the advantage. Opened himself up though, audibly. He's actually left himself wide open. I'm going to jump on board with Traz here, looking to get a shot over Deathlade, looking at the right side, but not able to capitalize. Beef Potato comes over the ridge, finally getting shot down by Stylen, shooting at him from the north side. So a good flank there by Traz, utilizing the ability to actually distract the enemy. Perhaps more of a decoy run. Probably looked like he was going for the Uzi, micro Uzi kill there, but it did work. Some nice unison between the two boys. So Matic moving up on the crate right now. You have a look what's inside the crate. Another Groza 762 military vest level 3. So we're going to see him having the ability to utilize both 556 and 762 at the moment. So you can see Somatic going to be making his way back up to Cozy as we move right out. So they did actually stop at the double low set on the south-southwest side of Gatka. Looking at JG86 moving into the east side of Pachinki. Mozart, I think, is in contact right now, perhaps? No, he's just knocking out windows. Looks like Extrude and no VT's just got a kill there. I did miss who that was in the kill feed, but I love Spaghetti. Very close proximity. Smiley Face and Smiles boys from Team Tahit also just chilling at the moment. You see Extrude putting some rounds down range now. ACOG scope right there. We're going to stay on board with Extrude. See if I can find Smiles in the spreadsheet here. So yeah, it is Smiles and Smiley Face from Team Tahit. What do you guys think? Should I lower the in-game volume a little bit? It is, for me personally, quite a bit loud. I'm going to leave things as they are for this round. I don't want to ruin a good thing while it's going, but do give us a little bit of feedback and I will get the admins to send me a DM to let me know whether or not in-game sound is a little bit overpowering. Actually, I do think it's overpowering. I'm going to turn it down just the slightest bit. I don't want to do it right now while they're in a gunfight. Let's bring it down to 75. Let's make that as a compromise. Let me know how we go by the end. But Chillville, I love Spaghetti in contention right now with Extrude NZ. Let's see if these guys have got doesn't look like Spaghetti's got oh jeez, I'm trying to split between these guys by the camera, but it's not actually working in that particular order. So let's just get back on board with Chillville, see what Chillville can see. He's got himself a 2 times only with the Mini 14. Archer now, all the way from the northeast. Potentially going to get dropped here on the bike. He's down to about 10% health. Jeez, Chillville really putting some rounds down range there, putting the hurt on Archer. Let's just have a look how badly Archer's actually feeling it. Archer's getting shots coming in from another angle right now. And it looks like Archer just got wrecked by Nick. So he didn't get to go too far, unfortunately. And let's just see where Nick is. He was coming up from the Defilade on the north. Sorry. Yeah, he was just north, actually, as he comes past his Darcy going south, right towards Archer's body. Probably not too much loot there, although Archer did have a lot of uncontested ability to loot. So Nick moving in. I love Spaghetti. And Chillville still in contact with Extrude and Happy No VTs. I think it was Extrude, if I'm not mistaken, that put the hurt down at the Georgiapol dockside. I love Spaghetti, a dangerous man with the Kar 98 in hand. These guys might be able to draw a good play here if they stay silent and allow No VTs and Extrude to continually show their ass by shooting at that cup tower, because that's just going to open them up for alternative shots coming in from other angles. I love Spaghetti and Chillville in a very strong position if they maintain their cover and play patient here, just to stay in the midst of the actual contact in the circle. They could probably wait out for Smiley Face to get into the zone as well. Probably unknowingly that Smiles and Smiley Face are just on the outside of the circle, but these guys are going to have to make their way in, and they're probably going to push up very close onto Extrude or onto I Love Spaghetti. As you can see, actually to the left there, Smiley Face coming outside on the northeast side of the bridge. Oh, Chillville trying to go for a sneaky, peeky, breaky right there, right through the bars on the west side of the building, just next to the Dacia garage. These guys playing very risky. I don't know if anyone else is going to be able to contend them from behind. Nah. Nick and K-Sun on the opposite side of the hill. Ghost Kid now coming in. Well, I love Spaghetti going to be putting a few shots down range. Extrude, see it, another a UAZ coming in from the north. There's Mini Gorfin going straight through the thick of it. Right behind Ghost Kid. Takes one, puts him down to 75% health. You can see I Love Spaghetti putting a couple more shots down range. We've got Extrude as well, putting shots down with VTs. Ghost Kid and Mini Gorifin now going to be moving past Nick and Kaysen as well. Not too close proximity, just curvature of the outside rim on the east and northeast road as they move towards Gatka. Now it's going to be putting them into another dangerous position between Stylen and Traz and Mozart. So actually a team triple threat here as Mini Gorifin goes down. See Ghost Kid getting put down to 75% health, moving in on Stylen, Traz, and also Mozart. Traz going in for close quarters. Traz getting the pickup, and he finally does get the put down on Mozart with a Mini UAZ. Sorry, Mini Uzi, my apologies. Ghost Kid actually putting Stylen down, so it's now going to be 1v1. Traz with the M16 versus Ghost Kid with the Scar. You can see 41 damage on each gun. Traz at the disadvantage here with only about 33% health, but Ghost Kid running around back towards the UAZ. Probably under the intuition that he's actually taken out Traz's partner. He's going to be heading back to pick up Mini Gorifin. Traz now on his way to try and secure the north side of the building. He's pushing, looking for potentially a takedown here, but I don't know if he's spotted the teammate. I think he has spotted the teammate, but he's looking for probably an incognito in cover up the double story somewhere. Can't see him. Going to try and go for the capitalization on the right side. Can he get it? Right in the line of sight. Oh, he's completely blind here. Traz, make it work, mate. He's got one. Can he make it two? He's right behind the UAZ. UAZ wide open to get blown up here. Traz at 50% health. Mini Gorifin now looking to try and capitalize on this situation. Looks like Mini Gorifin trying to avoid the revive, go for the suppressing shot. Now going for the revive. If Trav puts a through shot right into the tree at the base, he might be able to get a lucky down. Not going to go for it. Traz now at full heal capacity, putting Mini Gorifin down. This is going to have some really negative impact late game if Mini Gorifin Ghost Kid survive the scenario due to the DBNO stacking. Now, unfortunately, Traz is able, unfortunately for Mini Gorifin and for Ghost Kid, Traz is able to secure that. So a revenge kill right there, looking to be able to also secure the crate nearby. So, geez, I could be mistaken. I'm bringing up another Grozer in 762 here, and I'll just investigate soon when we see what happens with Nick and Kaysen as Shero, Hizzy for Life, and also the Odd Nobody are moving into contention on the low set yellows. The Odd Nobody got partner in tow. Pulling up on the low set. Full auto coming in from the north side. Pulling up with M16 shooting out from the east side, shooting south-southwest. We're going around wide with no cover in a very bad position here. Sorry, my apologies on the camera angle. I'm trying to widen things out. You can see Hizzy for Life putting shots down range. We'll jump on board with Hizzy for Life now. Got himself a nice angle here on the Odd Nobody. Couldn't get on board Hizzy. Let's try again. So Hizzy again trying to put shots down range. See Somatic putting a little bit of pressure on from far out towards the Odd and Nobody. Can also see Shero, I think it might be, hiding in one of the low sets nearby. Hizzy for Life now getting down. Sorry, not Hizzy getting down. It was Joshy getting down there right behind that blowing up UAZ. But Joshy, his DBNO has been finalised. Geez, the camera angle here is working really badly against me. I'm just going to go out in a free look. Trying to find out where these shots incoming are actually coming from. Don't know if it's VFox or... I think Nick's going a little bit aggro there. You see Kaysen as well trying to put a bit of work in, but he knows that Shero's in between Hizzy and himself. Pardon me. Still got remnants of the flu here. Hopefully these guys can come up with a sicker play than what I could right there. Hizzy for Life, not open, but definitely been spotted by Kaysen, so not in the safest position right now. Now the push. Nick going in, potentially for some CQ. Got the M16 in tow. Shero waiting for the assault. Be interesting to see if he plays the burst fire here. Still playing dead quiet. It is getting messy right now. I don't think Nick and Kaysen have any idea just how close Shero is to both of them. Shero could actually create a massive upset here. So Kaysen's out. If Nick makes a little bit of noise, Shero can capitalize on this situation right now. On board with Shero. Shero playing it safe. I've got to say, good move. Personally, I'd go for the more exciting tactic just to secure those points. But then again, I am an idiot. And you're going to find that Shero does have a reason for being in Dream Team up in position number 2. So... playing it very safe. Hizzy for Life still behind that torn down UAZ. Taking shots sporadically from Nick and from Kaysen as well. So Shero still holding tight. Kaysen feeling very, very secure in his current position, which is unfortunate for them because as soon as the circle starts to evolve, these guys are going to have some real issues on their hand, especially with the triple threat here, because they're going to be so preoccupied with Hizzy. They're now pushing for Hizzy. I don't know how well Shero can hear the situation revolving around him. We're just going to move back out and have a look at some of the other guys moving in. So I love Spaghetti just in the outside of the circle, putting a couple of shots down range, right into VFox on the bike. Can he capitalize here before he gets over the death blade? Unfortunately, not able to do so. So we can see VFox making his way around towards JC. JC hearing them audibly coming in from the northwest, just in the outside of the blue area, coming in on the acute angle. See if God69 can put some hurt on them, because VFox and Baxterix right now are actually very, very low in consideration to what JC and God are on the outside of the circle. Now, they're in a very good position as well, because they're probably in the slowest moving end of the circle, which could cause VFox to still move out between Smileyface and God. Otherwise, you might see Smileyface able to get the shot on God and JCW if they actually pop some shots off at VFox. Now, it looks like VFox coming to the outer... he was coming on the outer east side, but he's moving back down. Right through the middle now. I think you can see JCW taking a few shots out over the defilade. Happy no VTs, just killed I Love Spaghetti, and God69 knocked out VFox. See Baxterix sitting back right behind that boulder there. And I think, yeah, it is definite. God and JCW do know where Baxterix is. Jump forward Baxterix as he gets wrecked. I think he was wrecked by the triple threat there. On board with Hizzy for life. Managed to make it out of that dirty situation that he was in. Shero made his way uphill. So, looks like Hizzy for life is the only man still outside the circle. Nick and K-Sun actually got overtaken somehow in that position, as we see Shero aiming at Vinny right down the middle of his of his reflex sight, not taking that shot. Even though he is suppressed, we can see a couple of shots getting popped off here between K-Sun, Nick, and Hizzy for life. These guys are still going out. I think Hizzy's going to perish, unfortunately, just outside the circle, if I'm not mistaken. He still is outside the circle, but he's managed to get the heal on. And he's going to enter the circle, so lucky. He's going to make that count. Going to have to see Nick go for K-Sun. Hizzy for life. If you look left, mate, you're going to be able to see Nick right over the hill. But I think Nick's going to be able to get the drop on him. You can hear him. I think he might have seen him. How can he not see him? Holy shit, Nick, he's right in front of you. This is unfortunate for Nick. And very fortunate for Hizzy, because Hizzy's going to be able to get the chance to use a little bit more stimmies, mate. Nick, unfortunately, not able to capitalise on the revive that he needed. Shero sitting nice and well ducked inside of the grass there on the north side. Patsan just on the northwestern circle. These guys all playing the grass game right now, so being the human ghillie suits. JC, W, and God69 in very close proximity to Smiles. Smiles and Smiley Face still inside some very nice hard cover. Looking for the shot here from Smiles. These guys have no idea. Okay, so it looks like JCW and God are going to be able to get another play into the next circle, potentially, as Traz is holding down on this double story, which I think we saw his original gunfight before coming in from the north. Yeah, he's still holding up the same compound right now, so he's got himself in a good position. Hizzy for life, taking some shots at Nick. Yes, we can. We just jump on board. The Mini 14 taking out Nick with Hizzy for life, really playing the patient card, getting his way out of dodge when he was just to the south here behind that blown up UAZ. Managed to get past as Shero moved up, while Shero's moving in very close proximity to Patsan. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the angle on that. I could see that going down. Was spamming the left click as rapidly as I possibly could, but unfortunately just couldn't get it. So with the M416, 41 hit points of damage that gun's going to be putting out, he managed to take down Shero, unfortunately. Looks like Extrude has eyes on God, and JCW Extrude taking shots out from the north though, so Smiles now making a capitalization there on that mistake by opening themselves up. That's the problem with first person. Every time you take a shot, you open your ass up to somebody else because you're not able to use that alt key look around like armor styles. And JCW God 69 in between Cozy, Smiles, and also Happy No VTs. Happy No VTs looks like he's playing all solo now. Unfortunately, we can see Cozy grenade in tow, just pops one out. Doesn't seem to hit far enough to the left. That one's a lot closer. JCW taking a lot of heat from Cozy. Cozy looking to play very comfortably right now. Cozy still with Somatic. Looks like there's a defilade between him. Somatic moving in and closing, coming up from the south. No, Somatic's actually broken off, probably looking towards Hizzy for Life's direction. I think these guys might be communicating to cover flanks. JCW pulling a smoke. Interesting play here. Not many players utilizing smoke when it is important, and this is a very important time for JCW to be able to utilize that smoke. That's going to be able to draw some attention of anyone potentially nearby. That's going to draw Cozy into more of an uncomfortable position, because that works not just as a decoy, but it also works as an attraction for other players. And unbeknownst to him, not really knowing where anybody else is in the particular close vicinity, that's going to leave him wide open to a little bit of second guessing. But he does take a couple of shots on center, a massive JCW right there. And JCW looking for a bandage, I think it was. He just switched out from his 416 as Cozy moves back up to Somatic. Smiles moving out now. Coming in from the north side, I think God might have an eye on Smiles. Somatic, actually, they just lost the ability to capitalize on that situation there, because Smiles is getting pushed by JCW and God right now, and that would have left Cozy and Somatic open to take out JCW and God as they came out of that defilade. So Smiles, his back is completely turned. Patsan and Hizzy for life down on the south side on the acute edge of the circle. Cozy looking towards Hizzy for life's direction. Hizzy for life held up nicely behind that tree just in front of them over there to the west side, west-southwest. Sorry, south, well, I suppose southwest of their current location. Patsan sitting nice and tight, not too far away. One of these guys are going to shoot and open themselves up. We can see Smiles, can I get an angle? Unfortunately, unable to. We can see in very close proximity there. Now, Cozy and Somatic got eyes on shooting uphill, which is going to open them up to Hizzy. We're going to get on board with Patsan. He's going to be able to capitalize the most here in this situation. As I was about to say that, I couldn't get eyes on Patsan. The spectator cam wouldn't allow me to get the ability to jump on with them, unfortunately. I think I might have been in the middle of a hill there. So, Somatic taking shots from Patsan. Cozy now has eyes on. So Patsan got himself open, unfortunately, with... just quickly going to hit the map here. Vin V very comfortably inside the acute edge of the circle. So it's between Somatic and Cozy. We're going to stay on board with Patsan, because Patsan actually has the advantage between the two teams. He's able to get into the acute edge of the circle. As we can see, Vin V going to stay nice and open right now. Going to move into a bird's eye view here just to get an eye on what these guys are playing at, as Cozy coming around on that defilade on the west side. He's Somatic moving around on the east side with a very big defilade at his advantage. Vinvi's going to be stuck in the grass and not really able to capitalize on anything unless it pops off on the west side, which is actually going to open him up to Somatic. Somatic now coming up. I think Somatic's going to be the one to watch it. If he just manages to spot Vinvi. Somatic opening himself up now. I think Vinvi might have the advantage here. But we just did see Somatic take down Patsan. Vin V now knows exactly where Somatic is. He just doesn't know where Cozy is. Now he's opened himself up. Cozy just has to see some sort of undulation, some sort of irregularity. And he's seen a couple of blood spatters. And Cozy's probably going to finish him here. Vin V moving off to the left. Capitalization. I'm just going to grab a couple of quick screenshots here. Put a little bit of music on just to drown out some of the ambience. And we'll be back soon with the next round of the night. In the meantime, bear with me. I'll take a couple of quick screenshots. And I'll read out a couple of the guys on the scoreboard and update some of the scores for the guys in admin to keep track of. Geez, that was a good battle there at the end for Vin V, holding his place very well. I think Patsan probably would have been able to capitalize a little bit more on that situation, but he was a little bit testy in popping off a few of those shots early. So Matic and Cozy, very good teamwork between the two guys. You can see that the splitting up gave them the ability. I don't know if they would have recognized, hey, you know, there's only 4 players left. That's potentially a 2v2, which is going to leave somebody exposed once they take that shot. It's going to attract the attention from both players and divert that cone of vision. Or also the ability of it possibly being 1v1 versus 2, which is going to give them the upper hand again as well. It did leave Patsan wide open because Patsan went wide open and showed himself to Vin V. Then Vin V opened up and showed himself to Cozy, which allowed Somatic to find that got a bit of hair in my mouth there, to be able to find that final capitalization on that situation. So Hizzy for life and Joshy. Hizzy put in a lot of work there. We did see Joshy go down with Hizzy at the UAZ, but Hizzy managing to get out of there. And it's interesting to see that Zoidmate went down early with Shero managing to... I'm pretty sure Zoid was in there. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I'm just so accustomed to seeing Zoid in every bloody game. Shero making his way up from... oh, geez, who was it that was in front of it? It was Kaysun. So he's actually placed up higher than Nick and Kaysun. And like they were within such close proximity to one another. It's very interesting to see how that played out. So going from... geez, you know, would have expected Flying High to come in first. You can see the guys from Flying High... And oh geez, where are these boys on the leader right now? That was Blackout and Snapshot coming in at 26, so second last team of the night. The boys Uncry and Shred coming in dead last for the night. So Beef Potato coming in at 24th. Did see Edge putting in a little bit of work there just after Champs had gone down just to the west side of Novoprenoi. And who else did I see? I saw Mozart putting in a bit of work. I think Mozart came in just before the altercation at the Double Greys, just to the south side of the large hill. Luke Ultra playing by himself tonight. No nutshot in 762 tonight. And looks like Ghost Kid, Mini Girlfriend. These guys, we saw them make some plays early against Uncry and Shred over in... can't remember the name of the town. Far West Town. Lepovgra, I believe it was. And Chillville and Spaghetti coming in at 13th. So not many kills being spread between the lower end of the leaderboard. See 4 kills coming in between VTs and Extrude and Zed. 5 kills at 8th place. Traz and Stalin putting in 4 kills as well. So good work on those kills to Happy No VTs and Traz. Shout outs to you boys. Nick 101 putting out 6 kills and Kaysun putting out 3. Those boys are putting in work tonight. Smarter plays when you look at it in the scoreboard overall. 3 kills and 2 kills to Cozy and Somatic. So a total of 5 between them, but securing the points at the top, which is going to make a big difference for them. So interesting to see how things pan out in the next game. I'm going to probably say we'll see a bit more of a different input from Edge and Champs, and also from NZ, Blackout and Snapshot, because these guys I do tend to see a lot of good performance in the PUBG, OCE and ESU scene overall. So we'll be back soon with round 2. We'll prepare the lobby, and we'll see you for round 2 of ESU week number 5.
We're a couple of birds in a roof den, but to us it still feels like heaven. Cause we don't let the bad vibes get in, we don't let them win. Testify to the strength of a true bond, flying high over the heads of a root mob, staying at the revolution of the whole plot, kill 'em all with love. I don't care if they're talking about us. No, I don't care if they put us down. No, I don't care if the sky falls around us. We're riding on a pink cloud. Oh, oh. We're riding on a pink cloud. 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 constant cycle, deciding to live free at last. Through the past, now it's finally time. Have the choice, have the voice that will live through our sons and more generations to come. So just so we found it's alright. It's deciding to
Weak, mate, you're washed up, buddy.
Critical motion, where are you?
Oh, Nick, what?
run from all you know. The concrete makes way to valleys and all of our
Whoa, ho, ho. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We just saw round one of the ESU, week number 5. Whoa, ho, ho. So Matic and Coach taking out whoa, ho, ho. 5 kills right there between them. Whoa, ho, ho. Whoa, ho, ho. The king is back. So Matic and Coach, boys. Put the jailhouse rock on them. Ho, ho, ho. Know what I'm saying? This is round number 2 of the ESL, week number 5. We're gonna see things pop off in 45. I can't do this. I'm trying, guys. I'm gonna have the biggest red mark on my head. Last round was amazing. So I gotta hand it out to Vin V right there. Honestly, hide in the grass there for as long as he did. He did a very good job. 30 seconds left into this, guys. You can see the boys contesting for who can get the highest right there on the top of the plane. Looks like Uncry able to make up for being so far in the standings in the first round. So Vin V and Testroy, I didn't see much of Testroy, I gotta say. But Patsan playing it solo, you see some of the guys who play solo use that tactic to their advantage. They have a very small footprint in consideration to what everybody else has. Because you're looking for one dude, look for the trail or look for the lead. So when you see one guy by himself, it poses less of a threat. So a lot of people are going to be probably a lot less hostile in certain situations of the game before opening up, waiting for somebody else to be able to engage in that situation. But we're about to jump back in now. Just going to jump out onto the bat. Here we go with the boys here in the plane, and I'm going to chuck myself off camera right now, boys, as we get back into round number 2 on ESU week number 5. Again, we're waiting for the drop as it's very centralized here in Sosnovka military base. Moving towards another Preneur. Some of the early drops. Happy to be teased at Somatic, Extrude, NZ, Bundy Mate, Patsan. We saw Patsan solo player, Hizzy for life, and also, I can't read your name. That's his Zoid mate, Joshi and Chillville. Holy crap, I can see Edge and Champs. I did say to keep an eye on these guys because they're going to be making a big impact here by being one of the only teams going towards Sosnovka military island. Pardon me, just had to mute myself there. Hocking a goalie on stream doesn't sound very good, but I'm still coming over the effects of the flu. So hopefully I don't bum out too much, guys, and can put on a good sexual voice cast for you as you watch the second game for week 5 at ESU in the Esports Underground first person perspective duos league. On board with Edge. Oh, the loading sequence never fails.
Apparently, in 2017, you can't load a game when you're spectating people.
He's found himself an M16 champs on top of the furthermost northern barrack building, looking still to find himself a weapon. See, Mini Gorofin early with the weapons again. We did see them last time at Lipovka early on, getting their weapons very early, and they were in a very good situation for staying alert, which is what it looks like they are again in this particular early time of the game. Zoid mate extending very close to the vicinity. Ghost Kid completely unarmed, as you can see. His teammate taking some shots at Zoid. Mini Gorofin moving up now to the tree line. Zoid with the buggy trying to get the hell out of dodge. Gorofin put some shots down range. I don't think Zoid's got himself a weapon. See Shero again, also weaponless. See if Mini Gorofin... Look to your left, mate. Use the shining right now. Look to your left. You will get yourself a kill as Shero crosses the road. Luckily for Shero, Mini Gorofin is not a sidekick. Looking a little bit more like a sidekick at the moment. Vin V moving in the opposite direction that he probably wants to. I think if he starts looting in towards the circle, he's going to have a little bit of better luck here. Somatic and Cozy. Nice and cozy somatically at Denova Prenoy in the containers, uncontested. Very beautiful position to be in. We can see Snapshot and Blackout NZ. Not too far off north from Georgia Pole. Smiles and Smiley Face are very far spread out. Team Tar hit looking like they don't think anyone is going to try to hit them this game. Very confident in their spread. Now at Rozok, you see Jopi, again, correct me guys, there's like a 3-minute delay in the chat, I'm not even going to see the correction here, but Jopi and Genghis Kanye West very close into Stylen and Traz, as Shred and Uncry just out between Yasna and Rozok. Beef Potato and Critical Motion in probably a better position here on the apartments. Just deflated behind School, Stylen probably in a good position, and Traz as well compared to Critical Motion and Beef Potato. But you could also see that Jopi and Genghis Kanye West, it's going to be somewhere between Shred and Uncry. Open up if Shred is going to be the hard point that gets held. Pardon me, the hard point that gets held. God 69 and JCW, nice and cozy in Yaz. And also Hizzy for Life and Joshi just cruising right past Archer there. Can I please select Archer? Thank you, Archer. Rocking the mini Uzi. You can see Biff as well, just shooting off at them with a pistol. So not much really happening as far as any critical contact. So you can see JCG 86. They really need to name this compound. I don't know what you guys call the area that JC 86 and Virilios actually at. He's got to think of a name. I'd probably call it Lake House. I don't know. It's pretty close to the lake. It is isolated as opposed to, you know, they'd call that part of Yaz. So I might actually refer to that as Lake House, the north side of the lake there. Still no real critical contact going on, but Chillville Spaghetti and the real Speedy Boy, Sticks and Stones, very close proximity. Let's have a look-see, shall we? Yeah, look-see, shall we? She sells seashells by the seashore. He saw, seesaw, 8 times scope, and you'll die. That's my best freestyle rap for the night as we see Chillville coming out from behind that rock. Real Speedy Boy trying to peek on the building. Oh, geez, what is the tick rate on these servers? Has it gotten lower? Because I can see Speedy Boy sort of jumping in and out somewhere between 75, 125 millisecond delay between his peaks there. Sticks and Stones. Moving up on Speedy Boy right now. Chillville, let's have a look. Oh, geez, what's happened there? Real Speedy Boy. There we go. Back on board. That's the perspective I want to right from behind Chillville. So Chillville pinned right now. I love Spaghetti. I love Spaghetti. Got an over-under shotgun by the look of things inside of the single story with the attic. Not too far away from Sticks and Stones, but it's probably not very versatile where he is because he's got one porthole on the east side, one porthole on the west side as well, and not much going to be able to get done with that over-under shotty. So it looks like a bit of a stalemate at the moment here unless someone decides to push in some critical moments coming up. So let's just have a look where everybody else is at. Hizzy and Joshy moves up to Stabler. JC, G86 and Virilios moving out towards shooting range. I don't think shooting range has actually been taken under contention. So the congregation of players starting to move around. See Stylen actually in some contact right now. And Jopi. Exopi. Rocking the mini Uzi. See Traz moving in. Going for an assault. The UMP. Can't tell if it was on burst fire auto, but he's gone for a short burst there, coming through the west side, shooting into the east from west. in the west side window as Kanye West. Genghis can't quite get that shot. He's Styler now pushing as well. On board with Styler with the AK, getting put downs on Genghis, Kanye West. And Traz coming in for the capitalization from the west side as Stylen's holding the east. I think they might want to try and get the loot from inside of the building. I would just say this is the better play to do here, but you can't really condemn these guys after making such a good play. So I've got to commend them for that. Commend. If I had dyslexia, I'd have a very, very, very difficult time trying to put that sentence together. We can see in Yaz now, Shero and Zoid moving up on JCW and God69. So I think these guys are just behind the mayor's office. A lot of people refer to this as. Well, somewhere between mayor's office and police station, pretty much close to the police station. So Shera's going inside of the police station right now. I don't think JCW and God are really aware of what's going on there. So I'm looking for Virilios moving inside of a double pink grey, just to the south side of. I can't even remember the name of the town right now. Just the side of Severny. Very common name, that town, and like very commonly played town. I still couldn't remember the name of it for the life of me. Yasnaya Poliana is uncontested now as JCW has jumped inside of the vehicle and has decided to move out of that vicinity, moving from east to west, just towards the northern end of that circle. And we can see Nick 101 moving in. Looks like a. Jeez, is Nick by himself here? I don't think he was. He was with Kaysen, if I'm not mistaken. So Kaysen's been knocked out. Who is it that's died here? I missed that in the kill feed, unfortunately. The Edge and Champs moving up from Primo, just past the quarry now. Vin V by himself, right between Shocks and Uncry. Jump on board with Shocks, see what he can pull off here. It's almost as if Shocks is trailing right behind Uncry. Uncry, Champs, and Edge all converging around Vin V. Vin V might be the one to watch right now. He's got an ACOG on board. Rocking the Mini 14. So it just closes that door. That's instinct. Just whoosh, close it. I don't want none of that. As Champs comes up, Stuntman Champs. 1 down, 2 down, 3 down range. Puts him down for the DBNO. Jumping out now, we can see what Edge is going to do. He's coming in with the Darcy as well. Stunt boys are going crazy. This is like Nitro Circus up in here tonight. Champs looking more like the underdog right now. Vin V just chilling, putting shots down range onto Edge. He's going for the push. No, he's going back into his... Okay, he's locked himself out of the building now. Jeez, was that a decoy play there for sound? I don't know how good sound is actually at that range. There goes a flash, frag, and a frag. See if you can make this toss. Holy shit! Holy Vin V! Play of the game right there, guys. That is play of the game right there, ladies and gents. Vin V going down in ESU history. Game number 2 of week 5. Gets the DBNO and then finishes off with a frag grenade as Edge is trying to get in close to revive his teammate as Vinny now moves around the east side of the compound. I hope dearly that somebody was able to actually clip that, because that was an amazing toss. I'm thinking to myself, he's making a very, very high toss here. He's thrown 2 in the exact same trajectory. How is that going to be efficient? But it worked. So I got to commend Vin on that. Absolutely 100%. That's got to be play of the game, guys. Wow. Vin V, you've got a remarkable toss. You tosser. Edge. And Vin V still in very close proximity. You can just see where Chance has gone down. Nick moving in close. He's probably got a bit of taste in his mouth with Kaysen no longer by his side at the moment. So Vin V might hit the vehicle. It's only within 200-300 meters. No, with the plane going overhead, I don't think he's going to be able to hear anything there. Let's have a look at some of the guys that are in contact right now. You can see Joshy just chilling outside on the northeast of the police station. They were very close proximity to VFox and Baxter. It's coming up from behind here. So, definitely looks like Shero and Zoid, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Shero and Zoid have made their way out. VFox moving in probably within about 80 meters of Hizzy for life. VFox and Joshy getting out of dodge there. You can see Backstrix. Joshy taking a couple of hits from VFox. Hizzy for life going to know where he is, but I don't know if he can pull off the flank here. No, Hizzy's coming over on the north side, so he's not trying to go for the flank. Joshy coming back across the road. This is not a smart play. VFox looks like he's just reloaded. He has no idea now where Joshy actually is, so it might have been a smart play for Joshy based off that sound. It obviously, the acoustics of it didn't come around and pay an advantage to VFox. Probably going to be hearing now. I think he does. I think VFox can hear him going into the police station. Backstrix now coming up from behind. We're going to get on board with, probably not Hizzy. Yeah, probably Hizzy. Hizzy might be the one to watch here. Looks like Joshy's putting down. VFox coming in. Joshy going to go down here. Joshy going down. So there's going to be a kill trade if VFox wants to capitalize on that. Hizzy jumping over the fence, cowardly jumping back over to the west side. So he must have seen that gun pull right over on that south side fence. Hizzy doesn't want to bar of it. VFox going to have the spoils going to him as the victor in this particular gunfight. But again, just to keep in mind, these guys are outside of the zone, taking a lot of damage over time. So the DPS they're going to be receiving is going to have a bit of an impact here if they're going to continue to fight. Hizzy coming around for a south side flank. VFox inside of the mayor's office. We'll leave it with them for now. As we can see, the congregation of players now coming towards the south central side of the circle. Edge, Nick, Shock, Snapshot, Uncry, Bundy Mate. So looking at about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams in very close proximity. Probably about 1, 2, maybe a 5 to 600 meter radius between the main condense of the players there, just around where Edge and Vinvi are. So these guys are 1v1s. I don't know if they're going to have some sort of a compromise and just think to themselves, like, let's hold the ground that we have here. We're only individuals. Let's see if we can play this out. We have seen some interesting plays, I think, in the open division. About a fortnight ago, there was, it might have been 3 weeks ago actually, there was a couple of hard plays on the south-east side of the map, just around, I think it was around Farm or Milter even. I think it was around the Milter compound where the guys end up in the same building twice within a 3-game period. So they're on board with Mini Gorifin. Oh no, he's flipped the bike. Still alive, didn't take any Mini Gorifin gets put down by Vin V with the Mini 14 as Ghost Kid holding up inside of the double red. Vin V trying to capitalize here. Just within 20 meters reach. Ghost Kid might be able to go for the revive here, but he's gonna have to put Vin V down. Traz moving in past, very close proximity. I love Spaghetti moving in. This is gonna be probably a repeat of hardcover combat right now. Going for some CQB as Chilville and Spaghetti pop up on the south side of the compound. Mini Gorifin looks like it was his first DBNO, so he's got plenty of time right now. He needs to stop doing what he's doing right now. Running around left to right like that's going to get him open, and unfortunately, you can see Vin V got Mini Gorifin. Blackout NZ just got Traz there, so Traz has moved out to the west, gone straight into Blackout NZ and Snapshot's position. Vin V holding nicely. We can see that Ghost Kid is moving closer towards Edge's side. I think Edge is probably the least conspicuous at the moment. He probably hasn't made much noise. He might have been heard by Ghost Kid with a little bit of footsteppery, but I think that Ghost Kid, if he plays his cards right here, he's going to be able to capitalize on I Love Spaghetti, making a push up here. Geez, looks like Vin V got Ghost Kid. Vin V going down to 10%. Edge has got to have that taste and bloodlust in his mouth for his partner Champs having gone down, seeing Vin V get another kill there in the standings. Unbeknownst to Spaghetti and Chillville, Edge's position is actually still concealed. So if Chillville and Spaghetti keep their heads down, which it looks like they're doing, well, Spaghetti a very aggressive player, trying to find an early capitalization on some kills here in this position. So I think I might stalemate for a while, as you can see these guys are still inside the central side of the circle. Big Potato and Critical Motion moving out from Pachinki towards where JCG 86 and Verilios are down at the spillway. Smiles, Shero, Smiley Face, and Zoid, very close proximity on the east coast. GGNZ and JCW42 not too far away, just to the north. We can see Shocks, ACOG on board with his M16. Taking some shots now at 5, moving southwest to east. Trying to go for the res there on Bundy, which he manages to do. That's just my swamp, ya donkey. As he goes for the revive there next to his disgusting Ogre Dacia. As Bundy Mate is put back up into about 5-10% health. And you can see 5 AM there. Pops his head out, pushing Shocks back in, pushing South down into cover. Very, very strong play there by 5 AM. Lots of confidence. Good play to see after recovering a teammate as well. It's going to put a little bit of morale back into Bundy and maybe fulfill these guys' needs to be able to go for a push. A little bit of confidence can go a long way here, especially if you're fighting your way out of a swamp against a dictator. Lord fuck, one. So Shocks and Index looking out to the east as Bundy and 5am get into the Yogamobile and GTFO out of dodge. So it's going to leave Shocks and Index in a good position here into compound on hard cover, just inside of the central area of the zone. As we jump board Smiley Face, right in the middle of probably a triple threat here. Trying to make these shots count. The range that Smiley Face is going to be aiming to get is going to be 1, 2, 3, 400 meters and growing at that distance over those grid squares, which is going to get him into the range of DGNZ and JCW42. They're probably going to land closer to JCW42 near the hospital side. DGNZ right between Smiley Face and DGNZ. You can see Zoid and Shero as well. So Snapshot right next to Nick. Oh, another stalemate here. Oh, Spaghetti, Vin V. Vin V might be the man to watch right now. If I can actually get a spectator cam on him, the game's not letting me select him. If we can, Vin V's been a very strong player this game. Very passive last game. This game he's been a bit more of the aggressor. And that's what we like to see from the underdog. The solo player, Vin V, came in... sorry, not solo. He was running solo by himself early on in the game because he ended up finishing the circle, I think, second place by himself against 3 other enemies, 1 team of 2. So he played very passively there at the end, but he's put in a lot of work. Like, guy only got the 1 kill last game. He's already up to 2 kills, I believe, already. We'll see at the final scoreboard. Ed Joel's still playing on that corner on the south. Oh, now he's actually moved off the corner, as I've said that. Playing quite safe here. So Edge actually getting the kill there on Vin V, unfortunately. Well played to Vin V though. Got to commend you on that grenade kill. Everyone, never forget hashtag VinVnade. I swear to God, that was the best thing I ever seen. That's got to be POTG. I don't think we're going to see anything better than that. There was a very good grenade kill from, I think it was Zapruder in one of the previous competitions. And to me, that was the POTG. But POTG tonight, it's going to go to Vin V, I believe. Unless someone can pull off something spectacular. I love Spaghetti and Chillville. Now looking to take a risk after they see the second vehicle having taken off. So they're very well and comfy in that next zone as the crate has actually dropped. Somewhere between Speedy and Uncry. I don't know if anyone's going to go for contestant on that. Chillville is in very close proximity to Bundy. Probably has eye shot of Shocks moving out towards the northwest now, the location. You can see the congregation of players here on the south side of the circle between Nick, Uncry, Bundy. I love Spaghetti. Might be able to get a shot here, depending on which direction he's looking at, as Bundy crosses over just to the northwest. Nah, very, very well concealed, obscured by the trees there. So not much going to happen in that particular regard. I see DGNZ taking a couple of shots at Shero. Shocks as well. Looks like he's received a few shots. Only taking him down to about... oh, jeez, Rick. Only taking him down to about 90% health. But his teammate, Index, is almost DBNO right now. So Blackout and Snapshot put in the work. And you can see Index got the DBNO. As Blackout and Snapshot NZ fight for the conversion of the try there. See Snapshot putting a few more shots down range on Uncry. DGNZ right in the middle of the two. And Shock's moving out. He's on foot now with the UMP. See Shero and Zoid about to go right past Blackout. I think Blackout's got the advantage. He can make this work again. Perhaps Snapshot knows exactly where DGNZ is. He knows he's in that compound. Flat compound over to the west side. Flat 4. And JCG also able to put some contention on to Shero going down right now. I don't think it was JCG. I think it was Cozy. Cozy putting the hurt down. Oh, what's JCW? So he got him. JCW got him as they went straight past on the south side. And, oh no. God69 taking out Zoid. So JCW finally getting that finishing move there. So by default on the DBNO, JCW's picked one up. Shred and Uncry obscured but out in the open. Snapshot. One to keep an eye on. As soon as he gets eyes on these guys in the field, it's going to be an advantage to them. But let's have a look at this angle. It's not a bad angle. Let's take tags off. See the outline there? You can actually see that Uncry is watching them from the flat 2. He's just north near the hay bale. So we can see, pull tags back up, blackout. Coming over from left to right. They're probably going to come in a view. And look, Uncry's got a 4-time scope on there. Playing the bush nicely. I think he's got a very good advantage. We'll pull back out. Have a look at what some of the other boys are doing right now. Izzy for life. Still in it. Still in the win against JCG and Rillios. These guys are in very close proximity to one another. Very close proximity indeed. Hizzy for life might be the one to watch here. Hizzy for life put a couple of silence shots down range, but just inside the tree, able to defilate, obscure himself. JCG 86 pops head out. Nice peak shot. They probably would have gone for the crouch shot. Money would have been on that to make the money shot actually come into fruition. Hizzy for life might be going to exfiltrate here. Rocking back up to the UAZ. Yeah, looks like he's exfiltrating. Good move there by Hizzy. He's exposed himself, which is going to allow, if they got a team of two, to be able to move out and capitalize on his particular situation, but not able to push a flank on him. Hizzy might be able to get out of this, but it just depends. Is Hizzy going to come into any other contact apart from Vrilas? Not really, but Vrilas is now able to get a very good shot on him if he leads the car well, which is very hard to tell with the tick rate of these servers and also in spectator mode. We see Matic just killed Bundy, mate. 27 left at that point. Blackout NZ just knocked out Shred. So Uncry was waiting, unable to capitalize there. Snapshot and Blackout just took Shred out. So Uncry's going to be by himself in this situation. Snapshot rocking the crossbow right now. I don't know if he's found any bolts, but he probably wants to reload that. Yeah, he has reloaded. Okay, so Nick coming up without Kaysen on his side as Hizzy for life going to come straight past Uncry. What's Uncry going to do? Nothing. Smart move. Uncry playing the Shero at the moment, I suppose you could say. So Shero come out of the closet and Uncry going in the bush. Him and Ghillie Suit. Shero trying to throw a couple of shots. Sorry, a couple of bolts down range here. Interesting play. He's got that zeroed at, it looks like about 1,000 meters. I don't know if he's just taking pot shots here. But they've got incoming. They 100% have incoming. It's just a matter of the fact of where it's actually coming from. You can hear some of these shots ricocheting off the side. It might have been DGNZ. Is he for life? Still wide out, open, exposed. Smiley face from Team Tahir. He's come. I've seen Smiley face go up and down this coast probably about 4 times since I've been jumping in and out of the mini map. It's ridiculous. Is he running supplies right now? Smiley face. Is he? Is he just hoarding? Is that what's going on? Are they hoarding vehicles? What is going on here? Is he running a wrecker's yard down here on the coast? Bloody Kiwis, mate. They're unpredictable, I tell you. As Hizzy for life is moving up to a very good position. You can hear the vehicles moving nearby. If he doesn't expose his ass to the guys from the north, which he might do if he takes a shot here, he's got an advantage. You can hear Smiles and Smiley face. So close. On the other side. Now, they have no idea how close Hizzy is to them. Hizzy in a very good position. So someone to keep an eye on right now is going to be Hizzy. You can see Critical Motion moving up Pete Potato just on Shrek Swamp. Getting in very close proximity to I Love Spaghetti, who was rocking the shotty. I think I Love Spaghetti's going to have the advantage here. He gets 2 scars. I mean, you could go in full auto in this scenario, but the ability to be able to drop someone on immediacy once seeing them. Chillville and I Love Spaghetti are able to put some contention down here. And I know that Critical Motion, Pete Potato, at some point are going to have to move up into the vicinity of their building. The real speed boy Sticks and Stones moving up as well. Just going to mute the sound there, man. Those planes get so bloody loud, don't they? Can I see what's inside the crate? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Got a Car 98, 7.62, 15, 30 rounds of a 4-time scope and a helmet. 4-time scope still utilizable at this stage, but the level 3 helmet's going to be the most... oh, hello. Edge Oz right here next to Archer and Biff. Holy shit, Edge. If this was third person, it'd be GG for Edge right now. And he must be on the edge of Climax because hearing those guys that close to him, that would have put me in a hard-on situation between a rock and a hard-on, honestly. Now the shot's coming off. It's exposing Biff and Archer. So Biffs are getting put down. Archer got the VSS. Now see, Archer had the VSS, but within 100 meters, you're still going to be able to hear that. So Archer not going to be able to have the slightest clue as to where Edge is. So Edge put in a little bit of work here now. You got to remember, these guys are going to be picking up a Car 98. Is it going to be worth it? No. If it was a Saw, maybe for late game, it'd be worth going for. NZ Snapshot. Driving out in the... Sorry, quad? No, 3-wheeler. Sorry. My apologies. There are no quads. 3-wheeler. Nick reloading up at Shrek Swamp. We can see I Love Spaghetti putting some shots out by the sound of things. Also the Real Speedy Boy. So Real Speedy Boy and Nick both solo at the moment. as you can see. Nick potentially... Let's have a look what he's got here. Got an AKM, some painkillers. I think he just stimmed up, got himself a level 3 helmet. Real speedy boy, very well exposed. I don't know if Nick knows where he is. Without that... Oh, damn, dude. Looks like Snapshot really capitalizing here. Look at that angle that Snapshot just had. It would have been... Oh, man. Seeing the muzzle flash, that would have made or broke the situation. I'm saying made or braked. This game is really going to be screwing up my ability to... I love Spaghetti. And Chillville getting wrecked there on top. So you can see Critical Motion, Beef Potato really put in the work there. So I think it'd be safe to say Edge is out. And I think Archer might be out as well. So JCG still up there to the north. NZ Snapshot, still in contention. So Blackout NZ, couple of DBNOs probably going to affect them later on in the game. But at this stage, I don't think they're too phased. You can see Patsan now, the solo player. Very close proximity, Patsan. He's hiding behind these boxes. Damn, that is a good position. I've got to say, the best position I've been in is actually inside here, right next to these shelves. But you hear a couple of these shots popping off. Patsan and 5am, such close proximity to one another. I think these guys might outstay it, and I think 5am might be the bait for Patsan to be able to get a finalization on the capitalized kill there inside of that shed. You can see Smiles getting knocked down by Hizzy for life. Hizzy in contention for God, actually trying to get that kill off. DGNZ, Uncry, very close proximity. Hizzy as well, Smiley face outside, open in the field. And still see Uncry inside this bush here. Some of the other players in contention right now, I think maybe JCG86 probably the furthest out. Critical Motion and Beef Potato still a team, still moving together. Good unison between these guys, and nice defilades that they can work with also with some of these hay bales that they have at their advantage. Some shots popping off again. Let's have a look what's happening in the proximity here. I think Patsan can hear 5am moving around. I'm not 100% sure, but as long as Patsan just holds down nicely, he will be able to get 5am as he runs through. There's probably enough time to hear him as he's running over those grits underneath him on that checkerboard to be able to get the kill there on... now I've already forgot his name. We've got a goldfish memory on 5am. So we see Beef Potato, Nick, Uncry. These guys all popping off right now. Uncry playing... Jeez, he's playing such a good game right now. Patience, 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 man. I think one of the biggest advantages for Uncry would have been to keep his finger off the trigger there. That's just opened him up for Critical Motion. Critical Motion now opened up for Smiley Face and Hizzy for life. But Critical Motion and Beef Potato moving as a team are going to have the advantage here. Uncry, if he just didn't get greedy there, mate, he probably could have got himself both Beef Potato and Critical Motion as they would have popped off Hizzy for life, having seen that player that was in contention with him originally. But Beef Potato putting down, Smiley Face getting in very close proximity to Beef Potato and Critical Motion here. But I think Smiley Face is going to do the right thing. Keep his head down. Keep his head down. Now stuff's popping off here. Patsan, I think, did get the kill there on 5am, if I'm not mistaken. Patsan might be going for the push here. JCW coming around the side as just jump on board with JCW as he pulls out the M16 with the red dot and managed to put him down. JCW not too far off in the distance, just outside of the zone still, but very close to where the crate was. He's got the Mini 14 in hand and the Mini Uzi. So very good for close quarters range if it gets into that situation. But I think we're not going to see any hard cover here from him to utilize that Uzi. So probably the M14 is going to work out very good for him. Probably would have been better to get himself a full auto, perhaps maybe a Sega at this range, maybe a shotty with a choke as opposed to the micro Uzi. It's just the sporadic nature of the full auto. You really need to be very close proximity to make that work for you. JCG versus JCW. Battle of the JCs right now. He's got eyes on Mini 14, putting them shots down range. Knocks out JCW 42 and gets the final kill. As we can see God 69 moving up. Defilated but still wide open. I can't see who these shots are coming off at. Is it Smiley? I don't think it's Smiley. Oh geez, Beef Potato is really showing his ass right now. So he's wide open to a triple threat. Well, it's a double now. Actually looks like JCG just went down. So Critical Motion going to come into the death lane towards Smiley Face, which is going to work in a Smiley Face's advantage. And I think God actually has the advantage here. So advantage to God right now. As long as he hasn't been spotted by Beef Potato, who's been the aggressor. who has no idea, but based on his bodily movement. And Critical Motion also looking towards where JCG was. So we're going to see God here in probably the potentially best position at the moment. He's probably going to want to move up to that hay bale to his left, which is our center of screen. Oh, jeez. These guys still have no idea. Let's have a look if Critical has... Yeah, Critical's got eyes on. If he just seen him, we can see the X-ray on our screen. It's very easy to see. But to see his head pop over that defilade, it's a little bit harder. Yeah, Critical Motion knows what's going on. God 69. What can happen here? Gets put down 5%. And Big Potato gets caught with another frag grenade. So Critical Motion, Big Potato, putting down God 69, who's going to be coming in second place. It looks like JCW and God managed to get themselves in a second with a split push there. Smiles, smiley face from Team Tahit. Only one kill between them, but came in third. JCG and Virilios. JCG was the one just behind. I think it was the tractor or the burnt out car there. Patsan Scorp holding the house, moving into 5th place. So 5 a.m. was the one who got put down by Patsan, I would imagine, from inside of that warehouse. I'm just going to grab these screenshots here for the boys. Be back in one moment.
supposed to do? I don't wanna love no more. I don't wanna love because of you.
Good.
Pretty good. Yeah.
I don't know. Like first person, you can do that kind of thing in a wheat field like that. I really like it. Like you can just play your advantages and sit on rocks like
Yeah,
that.
Were you
Let
guys
outshoot people.
Were you guys feeling
We like to
really,
spot them.
really confident in that situation? Did you have a feeling it was down to a 1v1v2, or did you think it was a 2v1 at that situation?
We weren't really sure, but we're pretty confident anyway. We like the wheat fields, to be honest, because I think a lot of people prone, and we just stay up, and we usually spot people first. So it was pretty good.
Did you guys have any standout moments in the game apart from maybe the final 10? Was there anything that had a big impact for you that sort of made you feel like it was in the bag at that stage?
Not really. As soon as we got to the top 10, it was a lot more comfortable, but we nearly got nailed on top of that hill near that big tower thing. But we didn't have a vehicle all game. We ran the entire game.
Were you guys looking for a vehicle? Was that part of the game plan?
A bit of... we're trying to avoid them because everyone can shoot in these games. So they're kind of death traps. But,
I don't know if you know, Classic Suka, I think I muted myself when I was introducing you guys. Sorry guys, in case I did mute myself, it's Critical Emotion here and Beef Potato, the winners of game number 2, week number 5. Who do you think is the stronger player out of you two in situations like those finals? Because I did see, like, I think Critical, you went for a push there on the west side flank and you were looking to go down that deflate, and you could see with the x-ray from spectator view that his head was just over that hedge there. And it was a split second before we could realize from viewing your perspective that you knew he was there. Were you waiting on comms from Potato to make that happen, or how did that work?
No, I'm very, very aggressive. I was basically just jumping around until I spotted him, and I did see him. I watched the stream after when you saw it, and when you said I saw him, I spotted. I pulled out a bit and let Potato nade him basically.
I had muted myself, as you said. Potato nade just rhymed and reminded me of something stupid I did at the end of the stream for game 2. I was trying to make a pun out of Shero's nade. I don't know if anyone realizes that Shero probably had play of the game there with a nade that went over in the blind, just a Hail Mary, and he managed to get a kill there on Champs. And I was muted at the end there, and I was trying to make a pun out of sorry, it was Vin V, not Shero, and I called it a Shero nade. And then I realized that Shero is not Vin. Speaking of Shero, were you guys worried about Shero and Zoid? They've been some of the stronger players in the PUBG OCE scene, and in some of the ESU games as of late. Was there anyone else, maybe aside from them or including them, that you guys have been worried about in the ladder, trying to pick up some points?
Yeah, we're always kind of worried about other players in this. Like, not many of them are competitive in the duo first-person leaderboards, which we grind a lot, so we don't really know how anyone plays and stuff like that. We don't know how good they are at duos.
I try to treat every player as decent,
but
I don't think it's good to adjust your gameplay based on who you're seeing, unless like you 100% know.
Yeah, when we play confidently, we play the best.
Yeah, it's like we got into a point there where it started to feel like a average game, and at that point it gets a lot more comfortable, like just playing on the ladder or something.
Do you guys, I don't want to be intrusive and give away your secret mastermind plan, but do you guys have like a more of a casual sort of strategy? Like, when I say casual, I mean like something that you sort of think, let's do this, do that, without going in too much in depth in sort of the idea? I think
we're just trying to not play the not sitting in buildings really. We're just trying to run around more. And it doesn't always work, but we like the fact that we won and we were aggressive rather than sitting in a house or something. So sitting in a house might be the best strategy, but we kind of just like to do our own thing and just run around more. There's no secrets or anything.
In the last few circles, we really like to just taking fights for good positioning rather than just playing with what we have. So if we see someone that has the best positioning in the circle, we like to just push it and try to get that spot, and if we lose it, then so be it.
Speaking of, getting the cover and whatnot, which you mentioned earlier, do you guys have a favorite sort of a building? A lot of people like the 2-story reds, seems to be very popular, but is there something that sort of you'll aim for if you have the intention to take cover as opposed to
I'm all about the garage buildings.
The garage buildings with little ledge across the roof? Yeah.
Park your car inside.
Yeah.
Do you find that being in first person, you're able to be more aggressive as opposed to third person, or is it vice versa?
100%. Yeah. In most engagements in the first person, if there's cover and it's not a giant open field, we'll generally push at someone every time. In third person, you kind of get stuck because you both.
If I'm not mistaken, you guys were coming up on Uncry as he was engaging another person just as you came down the south side defilade of the south. Like, you actually left the center in the south side of the circle in probably the final 4 circles. I was actually commentating on Uncry's position. He spent almost the entirety of the last 10 evolutions, or maybe 8 evolutions of the circle, inside of a bush, in that bush that he was in. And it was only until that moment he decided to shoot, and it was unluckily right after I think it was Hizzy took a shot, and it just opened him right up. And the person it was originally being aimed at changed the view onto Uncry inside the bush just as you guys had come out. I think if he hadn't opened up, if he took his finger off the trigger, because he could see it was itching, he'd been sitting there for so long waiting to capitalize on that moment, it probably would have been, in my opinion, that's probably where your game would have ended if he managed to have a little bit more trigger discipline there. Do you look out for things like those bushes? Is that something that comes into play?
Yeah, as we came down that hill, like we were 100% looking through every bush, but that's I guess the opposite to a lot of players. We like to keep moving and stay standing and not go prone and spot them first, or if they spot us first, we react quick enough, hopefully.
So you really filter through the bushes and stuff? Like you actually take your time going through? Not super slow,
not really that slow. We do it fast, and if they shoot, we react basically.
Yeah, we play pretty reactively as a duo, really. I guess you could call it.
We're pretty aggressive, I guess. Yeah.
We'd rather
it doesn't always work, but.
Have you guys joined the server? Because the new server is up. Just double checking with you guys. Just quickly jump in there. Well, while you're not too distracted. Otherwise, all your efforts last game might not pay off for you.
The way we see it is we'd rather use like a straight up 2v2 rather than sitting in a bush and getting sniped out of nowhere or something. So, yeah, I don't know.
Have you got any fan gameplays for the end game? You got to try and get in the top 10. You're going to try and play passively. You got any meta game you want to sort of push out for this round? Or are you just going to hope for the best?
We're probably going to get shot out of a car or something.
Don't sit in buildings. Run around.
I always like it best when the play of the game comes by surprise in the final round. I remember, I think it was in one of the finals for CGL where NZ Snapshot managed to take out everybody by himself as a solo straggler in the final circles, and there was about 5 or 6 guys in the end there. And like up until then, play of the game was to somebody else in round 2. So you never know. It's PUBG. You guys still got a shot at getting play of the game there. So keep up the good work. You've been doing a very good job so far, and best of luck in the final round for tonight.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you.
Cheers, man.
Too easy. Look forward to seeing you in the next game. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, all good.
All right, so that was Beef Potato and also Critical Motion. What's the name of the team these guys are from here? Critical Motion. So they're playing for the Mindfreak Black team. I mean, you got Edge champs there and Beef Potato and Critical Motion, so all under the same umbrella, doing a good job. And those guys took out the win for game number 2 of week number 5. So shortly we will be back on board with round number 3 for tonight. So hang tight, guys, and we'll be with you soon.
Cold light falling on the ground. Long day, but we won't back down. One thing playing on our minds. Long wait, but we won't give up now. You crave the love I gave, and we'll do it again. A cold night getting warmer now.
But mate, maybe I should mute.
We are the champions of the night. We are the champions of the night. Yeah. We are the fighting tide, the ones that burn so bright. We are the champions of the night. Can't tell if we're dreaming now. We watch as the fire falls down. One thing playing on our minds. Time stops and we don't make a sound. You crave the love I gave, and we'll do it again. A cold night getting warmer now. The ground shakes as our love gets loud. We are the champions of the night. We are the champions of the night. Yeah. fight the ones that burn so bright. We are the champions of the night. I'm ready to love. I'm ready to love. Champions of the night.
And we are back for game number 3 of week number 5 in the ESU, guys. I'm your host with the most, forehead to boast, Suko Vidya. In case you're wondering what I was saying when I was muted at the end of the last round, it was kind of like a Saved by the Bell moment where I was commending Vinny V. I'm not gonna get the name stuff up. Vinny V, like someone said in the chat, he's laughing, must have been a good joke. I was commending Vinny V on that grenade. It was definitely play of the game, and I was trying to make a pun out of it, and for some reason I had this brain fart, and I was like, he's gonna sing you a song and serenade you with the nade, and then I realized that Vinny V doesn't equal Shero. I don't know what Shero had to do with Vinny V there, but either way, shout out to both of those boys. Shout out to both of them. I'm getting a call right now from give me one moment, guys. I'm just gonna mute myself. Alright guys, so I had some technical difficulties there. It looks like I've created a lobby. Everything's fine, except I've got it in third person mode. So unfortunately, we're going to have to redo the lobby. Just bear with us one sec. My apologies. Blame it on the 5-head. We'll be back with you in just a moment.
I'm here where endless meets the end. Do you see me? I'm hidden here again. Your whispers found its way, calling me to stay. I'm standing at the edge, but something always brings me back. All the voices in my head reminding me of what I have. If I fall tonight, you can bring me back to life. If I fall tonight, you can be my saving light. 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 You can be my saving You're here like lightning in my veins. Now they see me, and I'll never be the same. Your whispers found its way, calling me to stay.
wish I knew what was going on in the head of yours. I don't make sense to when I feel that I'm making it worse. I try to find out just what's serving you in a new perspective. If gonna find the truth, if gonna find the truth. I've waited many days, but you can't take care of my girl, you know somehow. And it's so worked out now that you are here. And I'm so proud, that I wipe my teeth. Time goes by, and soon you grow. Don't be shy, your head burns, girl. I hope that I can do this right. Make sure you feel safe tonight. Make sure you feel safe tonight. And it's so worked out now that you are here. And I'm so proud that I wipe my tears.
Okay, so we're back with, what is this? Would you say it's round 4? Week number 5 in ESU. Second time lucky with the final round of the night. Unfortunately, guys, I did actually launch the original round 3 in third person perspective, which obviously is going to spoil the entirety of the competition as it is a first person perspective competition. So some of the guys to look out for, Vin V. This bloke right here. He's a beast. He's a beast in shining pajamas. Also, you know, we did see the likes of Pink Potato and Critical Motion putting in the hard yards there, realistically, like taking out the win there. And we're happy enough to come into the winner's circle and give us a little bit of an insight and analysis of their plays. And maybe that'll give you the information that you need to beat them next time you see them in game. Anyway, guys, 22 seconds left and we're about to hit things off. I think our predictions are going to be that Zoid and Sharrett are just going to go absolutely ham. So I really hope this game's not going too late for any of our New Zealand players. Like, some people still have work on Saturday and stuff like that, and I know that New Zealand's 70 hours ahead. And then you also got to think about the guys who are just getting back from work over at bloody WA. So, you know, we would do a few absences here, but to the spoils goes, to the victor goes the spoils, I suppose is the best way to put that. I'm just going to jump on board if I can. Can I hit someone from here? Bang, there we go. Bus. So we're right over the top of the Vernie at the moment, or just actually shooting range. Mini Gorifin on board with you right now. There's still quite a few guys here in the plane at the moment. Not going to have any sound, but yeah, by the sound of things until we get closer into the ground. Sometimes we just don't get those those plain
Oh, you
sounds.
paused it. Fuck, I did.
We're just going to listen to a bit of the direct chat here. I'm going to just chuck my camera off as we get into the game now, guys, and enjoy the show as things get underway. So, happy no VTs, Beef Potato, Mini Gorifin, Zoid, mate, Shero, Vin V, moving all to the right side, east side of the map, smiley face, Georgie Pole plays, they like going over the Georgie Pole, DGNZ going solo out to Zaki. No Name, Mozart, Uncry, Shred, all up early in Severny area. Right near the shooting range, things get strange for Spaghetti in Chillville. Maybe Spaghetti will be able to get that one chance, that one moment to run the 8 mile and get his way into the finals for the victory. No Name now very close in on the actual tunnels. Very close in, sorry, on the shooting range, but he's actually in the tunnels at the moment. Let's have a look what he finds. Actually, this might be an interesting perspective for you guys. It's not often you get to see underneath the map. So, this is how they actually, Magazine will actually put in some of the art for the game, or also the containers for the game itself. So we can see here the bunker consists of a nice Nintendo Plus sort of shape, as looks like No Name's got a Mini 14. A lot of people getting the Mini 14. You know, I thought it was going to be one of the games that they sort of trickle in. Mozart and Uncry. Oh, very close proximity. Uncry, what has he got in hand? I think he's got the 1911, if I'm not mistaken. I can get a little bit of info on that 1911. I can't remember for the life of me off the top of my head how much damage the 1911 pistol actually does. Looks like the 1911 is 35 hit damage, so maybe 3 hits you'll be able to put somebody down there, but he's picked up the pump action shotty, which is another weapon I'm going to have to go back to and have a bit of a look at some of the stats on that. It's comparable to the 86 over under shotgun. Let me just have a look, bring that up. So they're both at 25, yeah, comparable. Well, actually they're equal, 25, 25. Only the Sega has, semi-auto firing capability, but it will do 22 damage. Pump action, very, very good early pickup there for Uncry as Shred and Uncry have Mozart picked off right between them. So it looks like Mozart getting knocked out there, unfortunately. On board now with Beef Potato. They're inside the apps, just to the east side of the school. No VTs and Extrude NZ over actually inside of the school. You can see Mini Gorifin moving right towards Ghost Kid. I think he's going to go for the pickup here, if I'm not mistaken, with the nice orange Dacia. Don't know if Beef Potato is going to try and take the shot here. They are obscured, and they're obscuring even further over to the east side. V-Fox down in the prison, uncontested. Mini Gorifin on the way to the prison mansion. Zoidmate and Shero, uncontested. Not really anybody in close proximity to another team, so I think Shred and Uncry getting the first kill there of the game, if I'm not mistaken. 48 players left alive. I think Mini Gorifin might be heading in very close proximity. They're going past Bunnings right now, see if they can snag themselves a sausage and a bread bun. Shero might be punching out some windows, not sure there. He's flashing red, but there's no one anywhere nearby at all, so there's, without a doubt they're not going to be in contact with anyone. So pretty much just doing the loot runs right now. We can make a few early predictions. I think DGNZ outside of the circle going to get condensed between No Name and Uncry as he comes probably through the south side of Zaverny, maybe even south side of shooting range, putting himself between Rozok with Stalin, Traz, Genghis Khan, Shopi, Shred, and Uncry. I think we might see DG sort of coming along this side, getting picked off by Stalin and Traz and Stalin. Nicely defilated here on the Rozok side of the school. On board at school now with no VTs. Critical motion holding the Mini Uzi. Beef Potato actually got the Tommy gun. Ah, you filthy animals. See? See? Run at the 45 ACP and SMG. It's always nice to see the game come to an end with something as different as the Tommy gun. It's not something that gets utilized very often. You do occasionally see it come in with crate drops, but I believe that's now been abolished from crate drops as it's become part of the regular loot cycle. Hear a car coming in. VT's popping off a shot. Vin V! The man himself. I think he might be even going for this crate, actually. He's definitely eyeing the crate up. Now he's pulling away further to the east. Here's something that I think is worth mentioning. With that Tommy gun that I believe Beef Potato has in his hands, out of all of the SMGs keep in mind it does the most damage. Its initial bullet speed is the lowest. It's at 280 compared to, say, the UMP, which has initial bullet speed of 400. So the drop-off is very quick. But at close range, extra 3 hit points, depending on someone's health, that could be the difference between life and death, putting someone in a DBNO. So it'd be interesting to see if Beef Potato, you know, decides to stick with it or not. Chillville, near the flat 4, right next to Spaghetti at the Ruins, up here at Stalber. Not too much going on. Let's have a look what's going on. Let's actually have a look what's inside the crate. I think that's what you guys really want to see. It's a damn shame when the crate doesn't actually get investigated. So I will do that for you. I've taken the liberty of actually using my labeling gun to write the word crate on one of my hotkey macros here. So MK14, it's an EBR 7.62 weapon, 30 rounds with an 8x scope. Good for early game, extended quick draw mag, a full med kit, and a helmet as well in tow. Very good to tote that one. It doesn't seem that anybody is going for it. I think our closest contender for it was probably going to be Vin V, but Vin V is so far away from it right now. Nobody is going for that crate. So we may not even see the MK14 EBR come into play there. EBR, MK14 EBR, I believe it is. MK14, yeah, there you go. There you go, boys. Everyone's still nicely spread out. Early game, early days, down at the power plant here. Things are getting a little bit electric between JCW 42 and God 69. Now, I actually had JCG inbox me, JCG 86. He's like, you keep calling me JCW. I don't know if he realizes there is JCW 42 who was spectating right there clearly on screen, and there is him, JCG. I mean, maybe we should watch these guys battle it out for, you know, state of origin, name of origins, you know, 1v1 punch out match. Honestly, if it came to that, it'd be like such a serendipitous coincidence that the two JCs is going to be fighting it out for the originator of the name. I don't know. I'm just going along with it because there's really nothing happening at the moment. It's been such a quiet game. 48 players still alive. Since my last analysis of the amount of player count that we have, there hasn't been a change in the population. What's the name? What's the name of this place? I don't even remember the name of the PUBG map. I was going to say the population of X. I don't know how to fill that in. I'm just going to call it Stinky Pachinki because, you know, that's the center of the map. That's where it's all happening. That's the capital city right there. Capital city of Pachinki in the I would call it the electorate of Gatka. New Pachinki. There's old Pachinki ruins. Rozok sounds kind of like, you know, if Snoop Dogg was to say that he originated in that town, it's probably just rock. You know, there's probably like a giant rock there, like that big ledge where you got to walk up to get to the south, northwest side of town. But, you know, Rozok is probably how Snoop Dogg would pronounce for that town. Where are you from? I'm from Rock. You mean Rozok? Rozok, my dude. Happy no VTs and Biffster Gaming. Now in contact here at Bunnings. I'm going to have the voice chat unmuted. I want to know if these guys actually talk to each other in game. It'd be very interesting to see some of the colourful things that they might exchange in the middle of a gunfight. So no VTs, Extrude NZ. They're in the Love Shack. Nutshot AU's Love Shack. If anyone doesn't know where the name Love Shack came from, you can thank Nutshot AU. Shout out to Nutty for that one. This is, I believe, Love Shack number 1. Love Shack, baby, Love Shack. No VTs in the Love Shack. Extrude NZ, bringing the car around for a rear parking. I don't think they want to lose that coat of wax there that they've got on their nice clean Dacia. Run on the MK14, sorry, a Mini 14 with the ACOG scope on it. So Biffster, the car 98 with an ACOG as well. We might jump on board with, oh, Biffster got him wide open, misses the shot. Now they're going to know from the acoustics, directional bearings on where Biffster's shooting from. They probably could have smelled the snags anyway from Bunnings. It's, you know, coming up on Saturday. It's close enough to those Saturday morning snags. Oh man, Biffster missing another shot. This is some critical and pivotable. Oh man, I can't even speak right now. My articulation is just going through the roof. I'm starting to have like a semi-stroke because I cannot believe how those two shots that are so critical and pivotal to this moment in the game, but Biffs and Archer, who really haven't made it too much further in past the halfway point. As one of the underdogs in the game tonight, I would like to see these guys perform. Might just drop the tags here and put the X-ray on so you guys can see a little bit clearer what's going on. So between Biffster and Archer, They're still holding up inside of Bunnings. And we know that no VTs and that his teammate... Oh, geez, I can't remember his name. I'm real good, aren't I? Bring the extrude ends out. There we go. These guys are very aware of one another at the moment. I mean, I don't know if they're looking around for other shooters. You can hear a car coming in now. Orange Darcy all up in the mix. As we can see, Extrude NZ coming up close on the fence here, bringing the tags up. We can see it's Edge Oz from Mindfreak. Edge putting down Extrude, unfortunately. No VTs coming right around the corner. As we see Champ with the hollow sight right next to Edge, who's down. There's 2 DBNOs right now. Good cover on both teams. Except Bifster and Archer might actually have an aggressive advantage here. If these two either... oh no! Happy no VTs! Gets the drop! Can he capitalize on this? Extrude NZ inside the building. It looks like he does get it. Mindfreak team going down. No VTs. I wasn't able to get a good angle on him there. I think I clicked right through VTs and onto Extrude NZ. My apologies, guys. That might be play of the round there. I would definitely say that's going to be a play of the round because of the balls that VTs had to think, look, I'm going to go out the back door. Edge and Champs, one of the stronger players in the PUBG OCE ESU scene at the moment, need to push them, get the DBNO out of there, and the easiest way to do that is to kill the Reviver. So it's going to put NoviTs and Extrude back in a contending position for Love Shack right now, which is still in a strong point just inside the circle. Not too much from the worry about, as they are at, they're here at the Bunnings area. Bifster and Archer still nice and cozy in the middle of the circle. There's really not too much going on. Those are the only 2 players that have died in the entire time. I know, guys, it's a little bit boring. You're probably thinking, come on, Suko, pick a better angle here. But what can I do in this situation when we have 46 players left alive? And since we last checked, only 2 people have died, and we saw that live on stream right there. So VTs and Extrude in the right place at the right time. Unfortunately for Edge and for Champs, not able to push that the edge of their game there to become the champs of the round, I suppose. Biffs and Archer been very aggressive here. Both got ACOG, so they're well equipped for the battle. Archer might want to find himself a better helmet, but you know what can you do in this early on situation when you're at Bunnings? Bunnings Warehouse, lowest prices, and HP at just the beginning. But you can restore that HP with a Bunnings snag at any time. Shout out to Bunnings. Please sponsor ESU. Saturday snags for the open division. Hashtag Saturday snags. Real speedy boy. Close proximity to Zopi. Probably within half a block distance. Sticks and stones as well, also inside the apartments here at Yasnaya Polyana. Not much going on still. Was that a DBNO there? No. Did I say Nyrate? It's Nearby. I must have been calling him Nyrate the whole time for the first 2 rounds. I got that wrong. Index, the aggressor in this situation. Strange, it looked like the door was open. It was closed there, sorry. And that car, I don't want to sit on Index because that car is very distracting and very loud. There's no other contenders in this situation. Oh, let's bring the map back out. They're outside of the zone, so they're slowly DPS going to be affecting them. I think Nearby, I'm not mistaken, that's how to pronounce it. Nearby might have the advantage here because of the sound. You're going to be hearing. Let's show him on board with Index. I'll show you what I mean. If he's hearing the sound when it loads, if it does load, that car that's stuck in there, or maybe it's not going anymore. Okay, let's just jump back on board then. See what he can see. Oh, it looks like Nearby. Oh, shame. They both. Oh, what a shame. Nearby and Index both going down outside the zone. Very unfortunate for the boys. Extrude and NZ and no VTs still holding down Love Shack. 3 cars. These guys are going to start a used car sales yard here, right next to Bunnings. Which it seems to be the case, doesn't it? Every time you see a Bunnings, there's always a used car sales yard right around the corner. What's going on over here? Scorp, right now, very low health, healing up just inside Primorsk. Down 40 players. His teammate Patsan, they must have an altercation here, but the aggressors might have moved off because we haven't seen anyone else sort of popping up. How can they be so low? On board with Hizzy and Joshi down at the flat 3, just at the bottom of the big Pachinki hill. No contenders nearby for them to really worry about. Luke Ultra playing solo at the moment. Got an up there on the roof with him. Just on the north, probably north-east side of, sorry. Yeah, north-east side of Pachinki. No contenders there. Nicely on the outside of the circle, west side of the circle. Joshi and Hizzy starting to move up. Hizzy quite low. Probably going to have to get a hustle on, mate. Might be in the middle of healing right now. Or probably looking for heals because he's spending a lot of time inside that building. 39 left alive. K-Sun. JCW, God's... God 69. These guys all in a bit of a battle at the moment. The God down at the moment. Nick and K-Sun. Very close proximity. We did see K-Sun and Nick, remember in that firefight with Hizzy in first round of tonight's ESU, right next to Shero before Shero came out of the closet. As they were very aggressive in that situation, but managed to get overtaken on not only the leaderboard, but also in distance by Shero in that situation. So, God, very low health. Probably not having any meds. JCW 42. Sees Nick. K-Sun moving up. Gonna go on board with... I was gonna go on board with first person here, but the aggressor is gonna be... Yep, K-Sun, here we go. Got the Sega. He misses the initial shot, which is gonna be a critical and pivotal point. Pivotable. There's that word again. There's a grenade. He's gonna get wrecked here if he doesn't get out quick enough. K-Sun luckily reacts in time. We can see God 69 putting a frag down range inside of that window. K-Sun looking to be the aggressor again. Maybe from the outside, try and get an angle here on the window. JCW holding tight right on the far north side of the building. Nick trying to watch for stragglers coming through, maybe for a drop from outside of the doors. Looking to probably drop outside that UAZ. That might be the go. I'd say an aggressive move here. Aggressive defense will be the go. Those nades are going to waste. They don't know that they're there. You know, you might think in that situation that you're utilizing that well, but we can see in hindsight that not having anyone there, that's just sort of opened them up. And I think maybe Kaysen has a feeling that that might be the only grenade left. As JCW puts that nade down, he's got chase. Kaysen, nice reactions there with a late venge on the DBNO, but it's just not enough. It's just not enough, unfortunately. If they were both in that vicinity, that would have been a very big upset. So both the boys there were actually going for the grenade at the same time. I think they actually still had one nade left at least. If they'd somehow managed to toss them both off inside at the same time, I think you would have seen both Nick and Kaysun go down. Yeah, it was a pretty messy firefight there, but Kaysun's reaction speeds are they're quite alike. Anakin's probably Spider-Man, I think. He had his spider senses tingling. So, well played there to Kaysun. Good achievement in securing that building. I'm not mistaken that there's two drops right next to Nick and Kaysun. And I don't think the initial drop was actually utilized. I'm not mistaken, it's right over here. That's got the 8 on. Okay, so that's not even used yet. And the next crate that's coming in right above us. That can't be another it can't be another one. Can't be the exact same gear again. That's impossible. Jeez, if it is, the luck that these guys are going to get when they find it, two full med kits there, it's going to be amazing. Scorp, still outside. Jeez, these guys are really playing it. Also, Mini Gorif and Ghost Kid playing the zone as well. Joshy, Hizzy for life. They're in the zone now. Luke Ultra still very far wide out, looking for a passive play here. See Kanye and Shero Zoid all together clustered around, also with Extruded Happy No VTs near Bunnings at the moment. So from Love Shack, Extrude and No VTs have moved into the Bunnings shed itself. I can't actually see Archer and Biff, so I think they've gone down, unfortunately. Zoid and Shero, two players to watch out for. They are very strong PUBG players, as noted in the PUBG OCE scene. Luke Ultra also from No Joke Esports, someone to keep an eye out for. Playing solo here, might work out for him with a smaller footprint. We can see Minigorf and Ghost Kid moving up to JCG86 now. Just going to pull out for a better angle here. Ghost Kid going straight past JCG, going to have them line up in their sights. Can he just lead these shots enough? No, he's not even going for the shot. Okay, might be a smart play there, because the last thing you really want to do is when you're in the zone nice and safe, is sort of give yourself away. And that honestly will open them up to VFox and Backstreak. So that's going to give them an advantage here. It's their last close contention. And just across the road at Double Reds is Mini Gorfin. So, you know, JC and Virilius going to be able to communicate that to one another. Luke Ultra not going to have any issues coming in up onto Critical Motion of Pete Potato, our last game winner. And No Name is about to probably come across the crate. So it looks like Nick has found... Oh, it's a ghillie suit. Okay, so I wasn't able to actually, you know, interact with that crate and check what was in it, but it looks like we've got the Groza, a ghillie, hopefully some medical supplies for the boys as well, because they did well getting in and out of that firefight, and you know, the DBNO is going to have a big effect on them later on in the game. See Blackout and so I was trying to find Blackout here. If I just get into my map. Oh, hold on. Cozy engaging Uncry right now. Where's Uncry's teammate? Oh, right behind him on the tree. Okay. Shred's been up. Oh, geez. I don't know how that missed, actually. I think that's dead on center of mass. You probably should have seen a blood splatter there come off. Like, you can't really tell in spectator mode. It is a little bit difficult with the, you know, not only the tick rate, but also the response time that we get here in the spectator cam. A lot of the time, you won't see the reticle actually in center of mass, so we can only really estimate. But it looks so close. It looks so damn close. I think on 144 hertz monitor, you probably would have sworn that it was on dot. But, you know, this tick rate, anything could happen. Uncry peeking out north side. He's going right to left with a right side maneuver. Trying to get eyes on. I'm very aggressive. I don't know if he can see him. We're just going to drop the tags here. So there's Shred coming around left side. Shred's still looking for him. He's looking slightly to the right of where Cozy's current position is. I don't think Cozy's going to back off. Cozy's looking very, very happy where he is right now. So Uncry rocking the M14 Mini. There you go. Uncry's got a shot on Cozy. Cozy's open wide up. If any of these other boys, Critical Motion, Peak Potato, are able to move in. Now they're actually quite far out. Hizzy for Life also engaging right now. You see a frag popping off. Hizzy for Life taking shots in, bringing him down to about 5-10% health now. Using a med kit. Bring these tags up. He's engaging with Peak Potato and Critical Motion. Joshy brought down to half HP. Critical Motion seems to be trained on both. Might have shots underneath the car. Yes, he does. Gets another shot. Double tags. Between 3-4 bullets. Might have got 3 hits there, actually. Running suppressed as well. It's very distracting. Not able to capitalize on this situation right now. A couple of headshots missed, unfortunately. Right behind the car there. You know what? Go for the car. Go for the explosion on the car. This is probably the situation where you need to make that happen. Oh no, Joshy going down because Peak Potato's actually gone and pushed a good flank coming around on the west side as he pushes right in onto Hizzy. Now Hizzy's going to be getting advised by Joshy that Peak Potato is actually right outside. I mean, you could go for Joshy and capitalize on this right now. He's still got a 40 round full magazine. Oh, these distractions. Look at the crossfires they've got here. I think you're going to find Peak Potato gets a shot. He's going in. He's pushing. Come on. We want to see it happen. Maybe an underdog shot. He can take it out. Peak Potato getting the kill on Hizzy for Life. Unfortunately, that's the end of the road for Game 3 in week number 5 of ESU for Hizzy for Life and Joshy. Well played there by Critical Motion Peak Potato. As these guys mentioned earlier, it just goes in the way that they play. They look at everything around them in their surroundings and they try and play to their advantage in that situation. And it does look like Uncry and Shred managed to make the most of that situation as well. So, you know, we did miss that gunfight going down, but I think it was definitely an interesting trade-off in what we could see, at least in spectator mode. See, Vin V now, very low, throwing down a nade right towards... Geez, this could be another Hail Mary. Is he going to do it? Nah, just a little bit off center there. But shots coming in from Ghost Kid. Shero on his own, right next to Vin V. Happy no VTs and Extrude. This is going to be a triple threat between 3 teams here. Also, Ghost Kid... Geez, I don't even know what Ghost Kid is. No VTs takes out Shero now. Vin V, again, playing it all by himself. See what he can pull off here. He's got himself back up to a decent amount of health. Pops his head over the top of the Defilade. VT's is coming up on his right-hand side. We're on board with VT's going for an aggressive push. Slightly left his reticle. He's going to be able to make the shot. Drop goes down on VT's, taking incoming shots by Vin V, but Vin V manages to get put down, unfortunately, as the shot's coming from Ghost Kid, knocking out Happy No VT. I think he might be at double red still. Mini Gorford and Ghost Kid still at double reds. Interesting, they've managed to hold that situation. Virilios and JCG 86 having moved out. Oh no, it looks like Extrude NZ able to stay on the defense there, putting Virilios in a bad situation. Not probably going to be able to cross over between the rock and the tree. But between a rock and an open place. As he is crossing over right now, I don't think Virilios is in any trouble. He's holding the Groza, so these guys have picked up a crate by the look of things. Extrude throwing out a nade towards Smiley Face from Team Tahit, slightly off to the north-northeast side. On the west side of the bunkers across the road. So no VTs and Extrude back up again. Smiles slowly pushing towards the Darcia, not actually coming back. Now he's going to come back here. There we go. VTs and Extrude are pinned very badly between 3 teams right now. The advantage here might even go to JCG and Virilios as long as Mini Gorfin and Ghost Kid have their attention divided. See Smiles moving up on the hill now. Over the top of the Defilade. Right to your right. Extrude gets the drop, and it looks like Smile's gone down. Smiley Face now coming up behind on Extrude. Getting the drop on Extrude. Extrude going down. That's going to be the end of the game for Extrude and no VTs, unfortunately. So Smiley Face going to be able to pick up Smiles, I think, if he's able to stay defilated from Mini Gorofin and Ghost Kid, which he's doing from behind that Jeep. But JCG86 is able to put a couple of shots down and kill Smiles, unfortunately, because his teammate was DBNO. That's going to be an insta for them. So those guys are now out. Looks like, geez, if I'm not mistaken, that hit a pan. Am I not mistaken here? That definitely hit a pan. So Ghost Kid, I think, taking shots. Maybe Minigorofin. It looks like Ghost Kid taking shots at JCG86. Not to be confused with JCW. Uncry and Shred moving up towards the top. Pete Potato just healing up, just from outside of the circle on the west side. Gonna hit the mini map. Have a look at where everybody else is. Looks like Nick and No Name in contention right there. Nick 101. Not gonna be able to utilize that ghillie suit when you are blending in like a shrub on the middle of the road. Now this is the interesting part. Does No Name go for the ghillie or not? Because No Name right now is playing by himself. I mean, if I saw someone with a ghillie suit, I'm going to know they're taking the drop. And the ghillie suit's going to play in very valuably towards the end of the game. Although, if you did do that, Spaghetti, Genghis Khan, you're going to be probably in the correct line of sight to be able to put him down. Blackout NZ in contention. The boys at the cup here. He's shooting downhill from uprange. And you got Backstrix down here as well. This is interesting. Backstrix is going to bleed out. If they play this easy, Backstrix is going to just bleed out. VFox probably getting fed information from Backstrix, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything here. Also, the fact that Backstrix is going to be DBNO in blue, it might just be one of them things where Backstrix is just going to... He's going to get seen here, actually. Oh, he might even just bleed out here. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Patsan unable to really capitalize on that. VFox might go for a vengeance kill here. But you got to keep in mind, these guys are playing for points as well. I think Uncry... Yeah, on board with Uncry there. Uncry getting killed on JCG86 with a headshot. Rocking the Mini 14. So 13 players left alive as we get closer and closer. On the final evolution of the circle, going to be moving in. Blackout NZ. Playing aggressive, had the grenade in his hand, but he's moved out. You can see Scorp and Patsan just to his southeast, very close proximity. He might even be able to do it with the UMP. Going loud here though. Center of mass for the body shot. Oh shit! I don't know if he's been seen. Okay, nice nade. He's going to switch out from the nade. He's been seen now by Patsan. Good hit there, center of mass. Headshot, probably a neck shot there. Play the circle at 1 minute. You're going to be able to get Scorp out nice and easy unless Scorp's going for the heal right now. Another frag going out. Scorp managed to get the heal off as we can see the frag inbound. Nice big cook there. Landed off to the tree. It was a good shot on that tree because that tree is exactly where Patsan was. Patsan now moving up. Very aggressive. Looks like Scorp getting the DBNO. I think I switched to the right person at the right time there as we can see that Patsan just went down. And finally getting the kill on Blackout. But Uncry Shred put in some work here tonight. Uncry, formerly of No Joke Esports. Definitely a well-vetted player. With No Name. One of our regular names up in the PUBG OCE scene. Right, next to I Love Spaghetti. So, very close proximity. There's 2 solos. Spaghetti probably in the worst position of all because he's between Genghis Kanye and also Shred and No Name at a lower defilated side, and he's going to have to push in between the 3 groups. Spaghetti may not actually have seen No Name, but No Name definitely seen Sketty. Sketty down to 1 health. He hit 1 bandage real quick here. And Jopie getting Sketty. So No Name hearing the suppressed shots from Jopie's... The Exopie? Jopie? Correct me if I'm wrong. Beef Potato bringing down No Name. Headshot with the Scar. There it was. Blocking the red dot. Very good for this proximity. Patsan and Scorp just coming out of a very critical gunfight with No Name at the highest health. He's able to push outside the circle. These guys are going to get dead by default on blue, which is exactly what's happened. And it looks like No Name got a very, very good spot here right next to the cup. The cup is actually in the zone. If he gets inside the cup building, he can utilize the east wall of that cup to be able to have some hard cover. Still going to be able to jump out of the windows if he can get his timing right. Nigoroff and Ghost Kid, these guys are now making their way into the final 7. There's 2 teams of 2, and then No Name all by himself. No Name probably with the advantage right now, as Ghost Kid and Mini Gorofin are going to be watching Defilade to the north. Genghis Khan near west. Gets shots on Shred. I think I heard a nade just go out. Let's see where that lands. Right, smack bang in the middle of the two. So Zopi sitting on top, slightly deflated to the north, as Genghis Kanye finally gets put down. Ghost Kid and Uncry very close proximity to one another. Uncry looking uphill. Gorifin needs to cover just to the north. No name. Inside the cup building. Good play here in my opinion. Depending on where the circle finishes, he might be lucky. Oh, jeez. He might be lucky enough to stay in hard cover here. He's going to open himself up to Mini Gorifin and Ghost Kid now by sitting on this side. Oh, he's played it right. Because of the door on the bottom of the cup. I call it the cup. Looks like a coffee mug. Cup for one syllable for short. Short call outs win games. Inside of the cup here on the east side is where the door is. And if you can see on the mini map where we are right now, right there is actually where the current zone ends. So he can utilize this to his advantage. And Uncry nicely deflated. Covered up between Ghost Kid. Genghis Kanye West gets put down here. Head popping out. And Uncry's wide open to Ghost Kid. Ghost Kid putting down. And you can see Mini Gorifin and Ghost Kid now open up to No Name. Mini Gorifin now got eyes on No Name. Mini Gorifin probably going to be able to put him down here. Between the two, they can make a hard push. No Name looking to heal right now. Let's see if there's a flank push. Flank push coming up from uphill. So Ghost Kid now going to push to the north. Mini Gorifin able to suppress. If he can suppress and continue to keep the pressure on No Name, Ghost Kid could come from behind on the north side flank. But it does look like No Name's inside of the zone. He's literally between a rock and a hard circle. But now he knows exactly where both these guys are. All he has to do is play it out by ear. He could literally sit here, stop peeking, and literally sit here and play the advantage until the circle pushes. He's got the advantage on Ghost Kid. Ghost Kid DBNO right now. If No Name is able to heal, which it looks like he's doing, I think he's just got a bandage only. Yeah, only got a bandage there. So he really needs to just sit this one out and watch this circle. Mini Gorifin, now you got to think about this. He's going to be sitting on a hard peak, which means the tick rate and the response of the server is always going to be showing him sticking out that side of the tree. If that's what he's going for. See, hard peak. Mini Gorifin's going to be sitting there. Let's say it's 125 millisecond or 60 milliseconds. For that entirety of the time, he'd be sticking out from the side. But it looks like Mini Gorifin managed to make that work for him by taking a shot into the smoke. We can see from the X-ray trace. Well played. Got to commend Ghost Kid and Mini Gorifin for coming out and pulling things off into first place for the night. No Name Mozart on top. Uncry Shred on top. And you got outside of the top three, Genghis Khan, Jopi, or Exopie, Scorp, Patsan, Peef, Potato, Critical Motion. So they moved down 5 places from last game. Ilos, Spaghetti, Chillville, Blackout, NZ. It's been a big shuffle here in the boards and the leaderboards for the finals for tonight. And I got to say, I'm really pleasantly surprised. I'm just going to put a little background music on, grab a couple of screenshots, and I'll do a quick analytic of the scoreboard once I get these screenshots off to the guys in admin. Bear with me one moment. So, we can see Ghost Kid and Mini Gorifin, they've really got a lot of airtime there tonight. They made some of the right moves. Ghost Kid, Mini Gorifin holding up on that double red that they had over to the southwest of the bunker system right next to the prison. That worked out really well for them. You can see JCG86 and his teammate were moving up, trying to make their way around on the flank. You saw two teams contending for the deflated hill to the north of the double reds from where Mini Gorifin and Ghost Kid were. Ghost Kid managing to put down... Who was it there at that time? They managed to put down... no VTs, I believe it was, and he was up there with Extrude, or vice versa. Extrude went down with no VTs, and then got the push from Smiles and Smiley Face, and then from there JCG engaging, and then you can see Mini Gorifin and Ghost Kid. So between them, there was 4 players in that vicinity. Leading up to that, they might have got 2 kills there in that situation, so maybe 1 apiece. And then moving into the final circles, you can see how they put things down as they got closer, coming up from the lower side of the defilade. I've always felt that the advantage goes to you as you move up from lower ground, because it's easier to see a head peek over the top of a defilade as you come in looking up. If you're already looking up and your horizontal is that axis and you look down, you have to look for a lot more sort of differences behind obscurities, and some of the silhouettes that you can see from you know, top to bottom is a lot harder to recognize. So it definitely worked in the advantage with Ghost Kid there. So Ghost Kid and Mini Gorifin, pulling it off at number 1 with 4 kills between them. No Name Mozart, 3 kills between them. Shred and Uncry. Now these guys, they didn't have such a good early game for the last 2, but they managed. Well, Uncry unfortunately made it to about mid game last, but his itchy trigger finger got him pulled out and allowed for Pig Potato and Critical Motion to be able to take out the game. So putting 7 kills together and coming in 3rd, got to commend them for that. We did see the early play of the match. From No VTs jumping over at Champs and Edge from Mindfreak, making things work at the Love Shack there. Might even have to rename it to the Hate Shack for the way that would have put a bad taste in their mouth, because it was really a genius maneuver there. End of the day, I think that the play of the game is going to have to go to Vinny V. Absolutely, it was a Hail Mary toss, and I'm going to commend him on that. I'm going to go jump down and see Ghost Kid and Mini Gorifin. So if you guys will stick around and join me, we'll see what these guys have to say and comment on their win there. G'day, Ghost Kid and Mini Gorifin. Congratulations on the win. 2 kills apiece.
Oh, thank you, Dougie.
Cheers, mate.
How'd you guys find that final probably 10 players that you had left as you're coming up from the south side of that defilated hill?
Good RNG. That's about it.
Yeah, pretty nice RNG there.
I maintain the position that if you had the RNG of being at the bottom versus if you were at the top, I would maintain the position that being at the bottom works better, because you're able to see silhouettes behind, you know, a skylining obscurity, as opposed to all the rocks and trees you'd have to be looking down. Do you guys think that might have played into your advantage there?
Yeah, definitely helped.
Especially in this game.
What was your initial plan there? I saw that towards the end you went for a split push. Were you going to push from above and try and get some CQB there behind that rock to try and seal the deal there before getting put down? I think was it Mini Gorifin that went around for the push on the north side?
Yeah, I went around for the flank because Mini had the zone, so I thought I could push around and kill him, but I just choked.
I was seeing that Mini Gorifin was hard peeking on the right side of that tree, and I've got to say, like, in my opinion, I think that was going to work against you, because for however many seconds you are, depending on the tick rate of the server, the response would show that you're there for that long. Were you really confident there? Because I saw you shooting straight through the smoke. Did you really feel like this was going to be your game, or were you just trying to take the risk to see if it would pay off?
We knew he was going to have meds, the amount of times we actually hit him. So I knew I just needed 1 bullet.
I think at the end there, he used 1 bandage and then decided he was going to commit. So
yeah,
it worked out really well into your favour. Well, I've got to commend you guys on that. You really pushed your way up. I was making an analysis that when you guys made it to the double reds, just to the southwest of the bunker system, on the west side of the road, you know, opposite the buildings where JCG was originally, that might have been your strongest play for the entirety of the game. If things had changed there, you might not have ended up in the top 10. You came into contact with the guys from Team Tar Hit, which is Smiles and Smiley Face. You came into contact with Extrude NZ and also Happy No
I
VTs.
forget Zoid, mate.
Zoid, yeah, also Zoid, mate, and Shero. I didn't forget, didn't remember that.
Oh, that was a classic kill.
And then on top of that, JCG and his teammate as well. So, like, Virilios and JCG moved up from the building that was over the other side of the road to your east. You had Shero and Zoid right in the middle of it. Then taking their position was Extrude NZ and also Happy No VTs. And then in the end there, you just end up with JCG getting taken out from the other side of the road as well. That was probably the strongest play of the night. If you do go back and watch though, early on, I think the first set of kills from No VTs was probably play the match, but play the game was going tonight to Vinny V. I don't know if you know much about Vinny V, but he got a good Hail Mary toss there, mate. It was incredible. I did see you were in a contending building. I think he got Mini Gorifin, and then, if I'm not mistaken, or Mini Gorifin went down, and then Ghost Kid, you were on the inside of the southeast of that double red. You're actually right next to Edge Oz. And he was sitting there ever since his teammate got down with that grenade that was like just to his west. So Vinny V put in a lot of work tonight. I think probably the standout play. I don't know. I don't really know whether to put it down to Beef Potato and Critical Motion or you two guys tonight, because the pivotal moment was where you had that big congregation of players on that one hill. I don't know what's so popular about that hill, but it was dirty. You got, I think, 6 people in your scope tonight at that particular area?
I have no idea. There's a few teams out there though, that's for sure.
What was your standout moment for the night? I mean, obviously the wind's gonna really be the enlightening for it.
Another Zoid mate
That's an
headshot.
easy. Another Zoid made headshot, mate.
Yeah, you're gonna love those Zoid mates.
There seems to be a bit of a stigma there that you know, you gotta rub the salt into the wound when someone gets Zoid. Is Zoid just that strong a player that everyone needs to sort of have one up on him, or what's the stigma there?
No, without
it's
Prep,
Zoid.
he's nothing.
Yeah, Prep was an old.
Well, congratulations, guys, and thanks for being part of week number 5 for ESU. Hopefully, you can pull off the same thing in the next round. And I wish you all the best. And thanks for putting a really good finale and a good show on tonight. You had a lot of airtime on the stream there with what we mentioned earlier at the Double Reds. So thanks for putting on a good show for us.
Thanks, mate.
Too easy. And that's it for the night, guys. And that concludes ESU week number 5. That was round number 3 of the ESU First Person Perspective Invitational Division. Tomorrow night we'll be back 7 PM with the Open Division. So if anybody watching the Open Division, you can sign up to that when they do make their announcements. In order to make sure that you can be eligible to sign up for it, do make sure that you visit the Discord. Check the details on the channel listings below. Give a shout out to our sponsors, Plays TV. My apologies. And also, oh geez, I don't want to miss out here. What was the giveaway? See if I can find the last giveaway that we had. I think the last giveaway is actually finished. We got Plays TV and also PUBG Tracker, so TRN. Make sure you check those guys out, support them. My name's Suko, aka the guy with the 5 head. Please don't bully me. Every time I get bullied on the internet, my forehead increases in power and size. This is not even my final form. Feel free to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch. I do stream any day, any time. That's my schedule. Mostly nights, mostly weekends. I don't know. And look, don't forget to check out some of our other casters. These guys who do the American casting at different hours of the night, they put in a very good job. I just got back from overseas. I'm recovering from the flu, so I wasn't here last week. And I believe Valkyrie took over the reins. So perhaps Valkyrie might want to take over the reins tomorrow night for the Open Division. Otherwise, I'd gladly be able to come back and see you guys again tomorrow night. Until then, have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. Get them chicken dinners. And congratulations to all our guys having their tasty chicken rice dish tonight, because I think I might follow suit with a little bit of PUBG later. Thanks to the guys over at ESU. Shout out to Blake and the admins. Shout out to Junglefo, Aries, and some of the other boys over there. I don't want to miss any names. Valkyrie as well for helping out. And have a good night, guys.